rush the passer really well. And they, again, like I said, they were the number one ranked defense for the first dozen weeks of the NFL. I'm putting the Rams fifth on my list right here. One of two teams to have three players with 50 or more pressures this year. They also have Jared Verse and Byron Young. Byron Young, fifth in the NFL with 29 quarterback hits. Verse, eighth in the NFL with 27. They can rush the passer. They can also tackle you on the second level with Nate Landman, who hasn't been relieved of his duties.
Oh,
spoiler alert.
Wow.
Rams defense number 5 on my list. Number 4 on the list is the one that's going to get my guy across the way at the 11 o'clock position for me, squawking maybe a little bit. I'm putting the Bills here. The Bills over the last month have tightened the bolts a little bit here. They are the number one pass defense in the NFL. Number one in the NFL. And they're the fifth team since 1950 of the NFL's leading rusher and the number one passing defense. The last two such teams each won the Super Bowl or the NFL championship. And they've begun to, if you will, cook a little bit. And last week, they had enough in the tank to get Trevor Lawrence off his game when the Jaguars were as on fire as they come. So I'm putting the Bills fourth on the list, and I think you can guess the last three. I'm putting the Broncos here third on the list. They're stupendous. I mean, it's really, what's your flavor? Who do you like? Who do you think's passing the eye test? The Denver Broncos have a plus 45 sack differential in 2025. 68 of their own, only 23 sacks taken. That's the best sack differential in a single season since 2000. And their previous 6 teams with a sack differential of 32 or better since 2000 did lose their first playoff game, including last year's Broncos. So I don't know if it's going to get them through the day, but they've got tons of quarterback pressures. They've got 4 players with 7 or more sacks for the second straight season. They got Nick Bonito, too, a Defensive Player of the Year candidate. Number 2 on the list, best defense remaining in the NFL, is the team that's first in points per game allowed, second in yards passing play per allowed, tops in yards carry allowed, tops in opposing third down percentage. It's the Seattle Seahawks. They're 2 on the list. They've allowed the fewest points in the NFL at 17.2 points per game. It's the 5th season in team history that they finished with the number 1 scoring defense. And the only reason why they're not number 2 is I just seen the Houston Texans in my own 2 eyes, or they're not number 1. I'm putting the Texans number 1. They appear to be as ferocious as anybody I've seen since I've started with NFL Network in 2003. And I'm not the only one comparing them to the 2000 Ravens as the most impressive defense that they've seen. I know the Legion of Boom is out there, too. I'm putting the Texans there at number 1. And
you have one more. I did not know that.
Since it was Cooper's idea and it's Cooper's team. The Patriots, you know what, coming in.
That's so low, by the way.
But, dude, what are you're going to put them above? Obviously, I know you think you put them above the Rams and you put them above the Bills.
Yeah.
But the Patriots are finally getting their guys back, and they just had an incredible game, obviously, against the Los Angeles Chargers. Listen, like I said, this is as close as they come. These lists are all food for thought or fodder. And they just destroyed and eviscerated the Los Angeles Chargers. And they're going to have their hands full, maybe not this weekend against the Texans, but at some point, the rest of these playoffs, we'll see what happens. But I'm putting the Patriots as a defense that I think a lot of people in the punditry coming into the playoffs were saying their defense isn't as good as their offense. Well, for 1 week in the wild card round, it caught up, and they were both terrific. And those are my top 5 best defenses left in the playoffs, presented by Hyundai, an idea concocted by my boy Coop.
Brilliant.
Thank you. I should have said it was Einstein in terms of defenses left in the playoffs, which makes no sense, but it's a bit. And I'd like the bits. I will see you on NFL Network, hopefully Saturday and Sunday, and then back here on Monday. Mark Schlereth is going to join us to break down the divisional playoff weekend and get you set for the national championship game. Enjoy the best football weekend of the season and the year, everybody.
Do you have trouble getting in and out of the bathtub? Are you afraid you'll slip and fall entering or exiting a tub? Safe Step walk-in tubs can transform your bathtub from an area of concern to a calming refuge. Call them today at 1-800-731-4558 and save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs and showers are proudly made in Tennessee and offer an ultra-low step-in, avoiding that difficult climb over a traditional bathtub wall. They also offer a variety of therapeutic benefits that may help soothe your aching muscles and joints, increasing your mobility, boosting your energy, and improving your sleep. Safe Step walk-in tubs are designed to easily fit your existing tub space and are often installed in as little as one day. Just dial 1-800-731-4558 today to save $1,600 and receive a free shower package. That's 1-800-731-4558 for a free no-obligation consultation and to save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs. Safety never felt so good.
It's Budweiser's 150th anniversary, and we're celebrating with a Heritage Can Series that honors our legacy of being made of America. Collect all 4 designs. For 150 years, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026. Anheuser-Busch. Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Carolina Eagle Distributing is celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. For 150 years, Budweiser has been the heart of America beer culture, bringing people together across generations. Cheers to 150 years. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989.
The stifling heat of summer, the bitter cold of winter. What do they have in common? The extreme temperatures of both force your home's heating and cooling system to work overtime to keep you comfortable. And that can cost you a lot of money. Fortunately, your neighbors at Greenville Utilities have several ways you can save energy. And that means saving you money on your utility bills. Just go to GUC.com and look for ways to save. That's GUC.com.
Your future is full of possibilities, and Pitt Community College can help you explore every option. You can earn a degree, learn a trade, transfer to a university, or launch a new career. We offer the support you need to succeed with flexible schedules, affordable tuition, and programs designed for the real world. Your path, your future, your college. Pitt Community College.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is Down on Main Street. Down on Main Street's new weekly lunch specials are here and only for $8.99. Stop by Monday through Friday and enjoy chicken and pastry, spaghetti, meatloaf, hamburger, steak, and everyone's favorite fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks with friends. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
Jeff Stein here at Brown & Wood Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Brown & Wood's award-winning service department is open Monday through Friday. And don't forget, we have free pickup and drop-off. Every customer, when you come in for service, heavy repair, maintenance, it doesn't matter. You get a free car wash, dry, and vacuum. We've also got Tom Brown's favorite tagline, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Parker Bird. And the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear was super easy to work with when I needed my custom shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. Go Pirates!
CopyPro, the professional office systems people, have been serving Eastern North Carolina since 1971. From Greenville to Wilmington, businesses trust CopyPro for reliable technology, award-winning service, and top brands like Konica Minolta and Ricoh. Need multi-function printers, document management, or network solutions? CopyPro delivers powerful tools backed by certified technicians and a team dedicated to your success. CopyPro, professional people, professional systems, powerful results. Visit copypro.net or call 756-3175 today.
If you miss
missed the Brian Bailey Show. You missed.
Cornell, pal, when you look back there to your NFL career with the Chiefs and being with such a great team, what are some of your best memories?
The locker rooms, for sure. Just bonding with guys, shooting basketball in the locker room, talking. And then, training camp. Training camp was a fun experience. You really had to rely on your brothers and dig deep. It allowed you to compete at a high level each and every day.
The Brian Bailey Show, powered by Greenville Utilities, exclusively on Pirate Radio, Pirate Radio TV on YouTube, and on the Pirate Radio app. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Clip. Hey, man, good to see you, brother.
We got Jarrett here. Hey, Jarrett. Hey, and we got left side. Strong side.
Y'all are intimidating guys. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are famous. Y'all are celebrity-type guys, and that's intimidating.
Dunn, first down ECU. Spinning free. Still on his feet. Marlon Gunn Jr. He's gone.
How about them Pirates, baby?
You already know, my guy.
Pirate pride, baby. Pirate pride.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to this football Friday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here with you inside the Pirate Radio studios. Coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930, online, pr927fm.com. We're on the Pirate Radio app, powered by Flatlands Jessup and Carolina Caliber. And we're on YouTube, Pirate Radio TV, where you can join the Chili Water Chat Gang. What is on your mind on this Friday? What are your football picks for the weekend? Who is your favorite new Pirate via the transfer portal? And what are your weekend plans? Let us know on Pirate Radio TV on YouTube, as we will be interacting with you throughout today's show as part of the Chili Water Chat Gang. All right, coming up on today's program, we've got Brian North joining us. We will talk some football, of course. We'll get the local angle of the transfer portal. Michael Allen, former Rose running back, returning to Greenville to play his final year of college football at ECU. We'll talk to North about that and a whole lot more. Tony Dunn will join us to make our divisional round picks and tie a bow on the Panthers season as they fell to the Rams in the wild card round of the playoffs. Also, J.D. Davis went in the Bone Zone, talked to Jared Watkins. He covers North Texas athletics. There's been a lot of movement from Denton, Texas to Greenville, and from Greenville to Denton, Texas. So we'll talk about all of that. There will be a mean green flavor to the Pirates football in 2026, and Jarrett and J.D. Davis will talk about that. We'll hear from Morgan Ahlers, voice at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium and Minges Coliseum. Alex Harper will join us as well, coming up hour 3 of today's show. So we got a lot to get to. We got Shirley Rhodes producing, intern Avery here. We've got Zach. We've got intern Tanner here, day one of his internship. And we're also down an intern, and we will remember one of our great interns of the 2026 spring semester coming up at the end of this segment. Let me welcome in Jared Watkins, also known as J-Bone, also known as Big Time. What's up, Big Time?
Big Time. What's up, Clip? Hey-yo, how we doing?
BT.
BT.
The little guy. The little guy. Yes, sir. Here on a Friday, feeling good, heading into the weekend.
Yep.
Excited about the weekend coming up.
Alex Harper, you mentioned him. He was mentioned in my interview with J.D. Davis.
By who?
By me.
Oh, okay.
Because Neil Brown is now the head coach of the North Texas Mean Green.
All right.
Little spoiler, J.D. Davis was like, I have no idea what to think because everybody I talk to either says Neil Brown is the greatest person of all time or I hope he burns in hell.
Wow. Okay.
And Alex Harper shares the latter with a lot of people.
Well, see, that's more of a football thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I mean, personally, he's probably one of the nicest people of all time.
Now, how do you know that to be true?
Because that's what J.D. Davis says.
Okay.
He seems like a stand-up fella.
All right.
But on the sidelines, On the sideline, not the best.
Would you rather have one of the best people on earth as your coach, but can't win a lot of games, or the most despicable person you've ever met in your life winning 10 games a year?
Despicable, winning 10 games.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm talking this guy. He does some
kicks babies.
He does really bad stuff.
Yeah.
Unspeakable acts.
Like prison time acts?
Oh, yeah. Like big time prison.
Let's keep the...
But you know what? He's not winning 10 games a year now. He's winning 12 games and going to the playoffs.
National championship?
Yeah. He's getting there.
Winning one?
I mean, if you're in it 4 years in a row, you'll probably win one of them.
All right, yeah, I'll take the...
but the bodies are piling up by year 4.
Don't go in the storage closet. I'll take a national title for skeletons.
Jarrett's taking the monster.
I mean, what would you take?
The nice guy, man. Come on, man. At the end of the day, it's all about education and raising boys into men.
Yeah, well,
it's not about winning football games.
We have the best of both of those
worlds. It's about GPAs, man.
We have the best of both of those worlds with Blake Harrell. He's a nice fella, and he wins games.
Boom.
We don't need bodies in the closet.
That's right.
It'd help, probably. I don't know.
We will check in with our Chili Water Chat gang here on a Friday. Jamie says, hey now.
Hey now.
First awful sports night in a while. No football, only a few college basketball games. Yeah, it was a bad sports night. Hornets won, for those who care.
Hornets.
Jerry says, hello. He says, we are the Chili Water Chat gang. Lane says, Clip, way too early predictions for the NFC East. Is that what we're doing? With no NFC East teams left in the playoffs, we're making predictions?
Tell you who's not going to win it.
I'll tell you who is. The G-Man.
See, that was my answer for who's not going to win it.
I don't know. I'm interested to see what the Giants are. Maybe I'm getting a little nervous. They got a coach. They got some pieces.
Yeah, they'll be a wild card team.
So that means Washington won't be?
Washington's winning the division. Eagles will not be in the playoffs.
Nah, that's crazy.
And then Mike Tomlin will be the coach of the Eagles.
Ooh. Damn, we're going to get Harbaugh and Tomlin in the division?
Yeah.
With Brian Schottenheimer?
Hey, Schotty's good. Rex Ryan was giving Schotty some praise the other day.
Oh, cool. Yeah, a crap coach gives the nut.
Well, he didn't say anything about his coaching.
Rex Ryan.
His feet are nice. That's what Rexy said.
Would you rather have a head coach with a major foot fetish that has a winning record every year?
Takes you to the conference championship back-to-back years with
Mark Sanchez.
Yeah, that's fine. What you do in the bedroom, I don't really care about. Liberty was winning games, and their president was
what?
What else is in the chat
game? We've got somebody asked B-Man Brandon Manning. We got to get you back on, Brandon. He says the baseball season yet. The answer is no, it is not.
And less than a month, Brandon. Less than a month.
We got to get B-Man on during baseball season. I'm excited for Pirate Baseball this year.
Yeah.
And I'm excited for Monday, ECU Baseball Media Day. We'll be there talking to the players along with Cliff Godwin, Jeff Palumbo, Austin Knight.
Ethan Norby, Colby Wallace, Austin Irby, Jack Herring, just to name a few.
Has the list already been out there?
Yeah, it was in the email.
They just made the list. Susan says, happy Friday. Happy Friday to Susan, who was at Bank of America Stadium last Saturday.
Is she going to be there this weekend?
Well, if she is, it won't be to see the Panthers. Jamie says, there is a chance the championship gets rescinded because of some of his actions. Oh, you're talking about the monster head coach? Yeah, but who cares? The rescinded championship thing is the lamest thing of all time. We all saw it happen. What do you mean,
No, it's been erased.
So if a title is vacated, you're able to compartmentalize your brain enough to say that never happened.
Yeah, there was no winner in the main event of WrestleMania 20. There was no winner.
Okay, all right. Would you rather have a coach? Never mind.
Would you rather have Chris Benoit as a coach or Doink the Clown? I'm going Doink every day.
Hey, we've had a few Doink the Clowns as head coach here at ECU. No, the rescinded, they're going to take down a banner. Oh, no. Unless you got the Men in Black thing where you can erase the memory of that season and that championship, I think all that stuff's pointless. Like,
we saw who won the championship. Cheat, win a title. If they take it away, who cares?
They didn't take Michigan's.
You know how much fun you had during that championship while you were cheating and winning? That's the memory you'll always have, not the newspaper article about them taking away a championship.
It's about the journey.
That's right.
Not the destination.
That's correct. Correct. Mike P said, wanted ECU basketball to hire Rick Pitino after he got in trouble. Yeah, there you go. Kevin is ready for ECU baseball. Kevin! And Jamie said, I could do these whatevers the whole show. Would you rather? Dude, Coach Would You Rathers the entire show.
Nice. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of real life examples of that.
Well,
okay, would you rather have a coach who might be texting his mistress during halftime?
Yeah. Or a coach that puts somebody in a woodshed.
That's tough.
The woodshed.
You want the woodshed guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was Leach, right?
Would you rather have a coach who is married, I believe, and he's a motorcycle enthusiast, and he has a staff member on him? Was she on the motorcycle with him?
I believe so.
Yeah. Did they ever show her face scarred up?
I don't think so.
Nah, just his.
Just the fact that he owns
North Carolina said yes. They want that guy, Bobby Petrino. You are a Tar Heel.
The fact that he owns a Harley, out.
Greg Hudson, Harley guy.
I rescind my statement.
Harley guy.
It never happened.
Yeah. Susan says they are icing Fire Tower Road already. I mean, like putting salt on it or whatever.
I was thinking like icing.
Icing on the cake. Is it going to snow this weekend?
There's a 95% chance of a wintry mix on Sunday.
I hate a wintry mix. Just give me some snow or give me nothing. Oh my God, Mark. Now Mark is at. Hey, Jackson's here. Hey, Jackson. Mark is a fellow Commanders fan. He said, "Would you rather have college Belichick or pro Spurrier?"
Oof.
Pro Spurrier was a disaster with the Redskins. At this point, how many games did Carolina win? Like 5?
5.
Yeah.
4 or 5.
I'll take that over what Steve Spurrier brought in his crappy ass Florida quarterbacks to play in the NFL.
Yeah.
They were good at Florida. There's a lot of good quarterbacks in college that are not pro quarterbacks. He brought Shane Matthews, Danny Warfel, those flunkies in. It sucked. Kevin said not long before the Daytona 500. You suck. Mike P said the best person to ask this question is Zach Kaplan, being he's a Penn State guy.
Yeah.
Hey, Zach.
Would you rather your coach?
Let's move on. Let me do this before I forget. Circle of life, man. You know, at the hospital, it's going to get kind of deep, but as a person unfortunately passes away, another person is brought into this world. It's one of those things. Life is a lot like a bar or a club. One in, one out.
Yeah,
you know?
box of chocolates.
That too. And we welcome on a new intern today, and we'll get to know him in a moment. But sadly, Jared received an email yesterday, and a resignation was announced.
Yes.
We had an intern who was here for many, many minutes here at Pirate Radio.
About 180 or 180 to 210.
Yeah. And again, like, we remember our time with that intern. Now that he's gone, it's not like the memory is gone. You can take down the banner. You can say he's no, but we remember the great times we had with this intern. And I'm talking about intern Tyson. He worked with us for one day at Pirate Radio this semester and has unfortunately resigned. Do you know his reasonings for that?
I just read the first sentence, but I'll read it on air.
And was a Very nice, polite kid.
Yeah, I thanked him for his time. I mean, he was very nice. Unfortunately, I won't be able to continue my time at Pirate Radio as prior obligations I have on campus is taking up a bulk of my time. Good reason.
Yeah.
And therefore, I can't give the needed time towards this internship. Once again, thank you so much.
I appreciate that. Well, hey, read the first part again. His time. What did he say about his time at Pirate Radio?
Unfortunately, I won't be able to continue my time.
And again,
at the Pirate Radio.
His time.
We're Ohio State.
His time was, again, 180 minutes. Well, we'll give him 195. 195 minutes. He can't continue that time. But we will have our memories forever. Shirley, can we remember intern Tyson, who is no longer with us here at Pirate Radio? Tyson, can we talk to you? You seem really excited about it. We got intern Tyson. How you doing, sir?
I'm good. How about you?
Doing good. Where are you from?
Wilson, North Carolina.
Did you play sports at all growing up?
As a kid, not as a...
Right. What was your favorite sport to play?
Probably soccer.
Do you have any favorite teams, rooting interest in sports?
Not really. I don't watch sports a lot.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Maybe a background role for Tyson.
What was the problem?
I broke my back.
What do you mean by that?
My back is broken.
What, a vertebrae or what portion?
Spinal.
Intern Tyson, good luck. And we appreciate what you did for us here at Pirate Radio on Tuesday.
I think Avery is the most broken up about it. Him and Avery worked really close.
They did. Avery, would you like to share a few words? What do you remember about?
What was your favorite Tyson memory?
I don't know, but I kind of figured he'd be going after he said he didn't like sports.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to love sports to intern at Pirate Radio. If you want to get into production, if you want to get into the sales side of things, marketing,
Claire,
social media.
I hired Claire 2 days later. She's hired by Mark.
It is not a prerequisite, but I would think if you kind of want to fit in, be a part of the
conversation,
the show, you would probably need to have at least a little bit of sports. Not even knowledge, but just
enthusiasm.
An enthusiasm for sports. All right.
But with that, we bring on a new intern.
We do. Let me get a few comments here first from the Chili Water chat gang. Jamie said, dang, my heart dropped. I thought it was going to be something really awful. It is. What do you mean? Tyson, not here anymore. Jerry said it was God's will. And that, in tough times, that's what we have to remember. This was all God's plan.
Mm-hmm.
It was God's plan for him to come in for one show and then to announce his resignation. We're talking about intern Tyson. Mike P says, more like a U-turn, Tyson. Because he came in, turned right around and left.
What we're going to have to do is we're going to have to turn and turn some more. And when we're done turning, we're going to turn again. And then after we've turned 2 or 3 more turns, we're going to turn them all into turns.
Sorry, I couldn't hardly get through that. I am a little emotional right now. Mike P said, more like U-turn Tyson because he came in, turned right around, and left. Am I right? Jamie, does Jamie give guys nicknames? He says, say hi to Smiles for me, Tyson, when you see him. We'll miss you and never forget you. I don't know. And Jerry says they don't call it Wide Awake Wilson for nothing. So intern Tyson out. But it is day one of intern Tanner. Tanner, can we ask you a few questions? See how this goes.
Oh, I've already had some conversations with him. He's moving up the ranks.
Okay. Or maybe he'll be on a montage next week. We'll see.
No.
Tanner, how you doing, man?
Good. How are you doing?
Doing great. Where are you from?
I'm from a small town called Zebulon, North Carolina.
Damn straight, dude.
Come on, man.
That's what we need more of here at Pirate Radio.
Is this an inside job?
No.
Did you previously know this man?
Absolutely not.
Is it your brother?
No.
All right. What year are you at ECU?
I am a current sophomore.
What's your major?
Sports management.
Okay. Are you familiar with sports?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What sports did you play growing up?
So growing up, I played tennis.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Man, that's interesting. That's just something I never got into. How did you get into that?
Actually, my dad just put a racket in my hand and said, "Go out there and have fun," and started me with some lessons.
You are a tall young man, and you have a tennis frame, I would say. So tennis was the sport. Do you have any favorite pro sports teams?
Pro sports teams, I would say Carolina Panthers for sure.
That about it? Baseball, basketball?
Baseball, definitely the Atlanta Braves.
I'm a Braves fan.
Yes, sir.
All right.
What about college? Yeah, I'm assuming East Carolina.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, gotta be. All right. Any questions for Tanner?
What is the greatest part about Zebulon, North Carolina?
That's a good question.
It's a great question.
Great part about Zebulon, North Carolina has to be...
I love your stalling tactics. Very good.
It's got to be how small the town is. Everybody knows everybody.
That's
Family
what I'm talking
tradition.
about. Have you seen how they built up Roseville?
Oh, yes, sir.
The holidays, dude, I was torn to bits. Like, how they did Roseville, man, I was thinking about running for local office in Zebulon, so they don't do that to my town.
What do they do?
They put up a Publix, 8 apartment complexes. Gladwell Orthodontics now has 8 offices. You got one in Wake Forest. You go down Rogers Road, it's right there. You don't need another office. They don't need 8 dentistries in Roseville.
Are you out there in front of the Publix with signs and stuff?
Publix will not replace us.
All right. Tanner, thank you.
Thank you.
And I hope this leads to a long internship. So I interned at Pirate Radio, and I've been here for my entire freaking life at this point. Chandler Honeycutt interned with us. Did not get paid a dime for like 8 years, and got a job at Pirate Radio. Jarrett turned an internship into a job. Zach is back for his second internship, as is Jackson. I don't even know what Avery's doing here. He's a high school kid. I think he just wants to get out of the house.
Avery is having a good time, man.
Yeah. Avery getting his... by the way, Avery, what year are you? Are you senior? High school?
Yeah.
Are you going to ECU?
Yep.
Okay, good deal.
Does your mom know you're here today? I know the other day she didn't.
Yeah, she knows I'm here.
Okay.
Tanner, welcome to the family. All right, let's take a break. Jamie says, who was the kid Chandler nicknamed that left? That laughed all the time?
Cuz.
And pissed off Wes. That was Cuz.
Daniel.
Joel says collusion. Yeah, what are the odds of Zebulon guys here?
I was so shocked. Ellerby asked him where he was from, and he said Zebulon. I about lost my mind.
Mike P. So I believe Tanner has to leave. But Mike P said, as a tennis player, what do you think about pickleball, a.k.a. Temu Tennis? You actually have a pickleball something to go to, right? What do you got?
I got a club pickleball tryouts today.
So you're pro pickleball. You're cool with pickleball.
Oh, absolutely.
All right. He's on board with pickleball. We'll take a break. Brian North joins us on the other side. Back after this.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles? How about tighten or lift your skin? Want a smoother skin texture or get rid of brown spots? Combining personalized treatments, expert training, and a deep passion for skin health, Beauty Bar MediSpa is dedicated to enhancing your skin and boosting your confidence from the inside out. Contact the licensed professionals for a free consultation and ask about their newest technologies and treatments. Beauty Bar MediSpa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation.
Warm up with our winter savings at the Beaufort Hotel. Plan your winter escape and save up to 20% off. The premier vacation destination on the Crystal Coast is nestled on 10 acres and overlooks the Rachel Carson Reserve, home to 30 wild horses. Discover why Beaufort was named the best small town for adventure by USA Today when you stay at the Beaufort Hotel, where your Outer Banks adventure begins. Visit BeaufortHotelNC.com or call 252-728-3000.
Play it again, sport. Buy, sell, trade. Great deals never felt so good. So good, so good, so good. I saved a bunch of cash. Buy, sell, trade. Using my gear like I never knew I could. Play It Again Sports. Buying and selling new and used sporting and fitness equipment for over 27 years right here in Greenville. Located on Greenville Boulevard across from the Nissan dealership.
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
Need to sell your house fast without fixing or even cleaning it? Call the Turner Home Team.
Hey, this is proud ECU alumni Justin Turner with the Turner Home Team. We buy houses as is in any condition for cash, and we can close in just days. As a real estate investor and licensed agent, my team and I can give you options when you need to sell. Sell fast or sell for top dollar. You choose what's best.
Call Turner Home Team or visit theturnerhometeam.com. They'll make a no obligation cash offer for your home today.
Turner Home Team. Pirates supporting pirates.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates.
Miss Shirley, play my dad's commercial now.
Okay, Lincoln, you got it.
Looking for the best ride on 4 wheels? I'm Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts in Greenville. From parts to sales to service, we've got you covered with E-Z-Go, Club Car, and rugged utility carts ready to roll. Locally owned and operated, we'll even deliver right to you. Come see me on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School, or visit 360golfcarts.com.
360 Golf Carts, pirates supporting pirates. Arr!
The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
Ahoy, Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Steve. You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Flatlands Jessup and Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Well, welcome back. The NFL's #1 insider, Jay Glazer, will be coming to Greenville March 22nd and 23rd for the 2026 Leadership Luncheon. Jay was inducted into the TV Hall of Fame in 2018 for his work on Fox NFL Sunday. And in January of 2022, he released a book called Unbreakable, How I Turned My Depression and Anxiety into Motivation, and you can too. And since his book has been released, he has become a voice for many struggling with mental health issues. For more information about attending this event, contact Mark at pirateradio1250.com or give us a call at the radio station. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's your host, Clip Brock.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Friday. We'll head out for the first time today to the Turner Home Team live line and check in with Brian North, WCTI 12. He joins us here on Pirate Radio Live. North, how you doing, man?
Doing great, Clipper. Hope you are.
I am doing well, and a lot going on. Got some good football to watch this weekend, basketball as well, and, of course, following the portal day-to-day here at Pirate Radio. And North, as I was getting ready for our segment, I got pissed off. I was able to rile myself up because I was like, what am I going to ask North about the portal? I know he's not following all these guys, but the local angle, Michael Allen, coming back to Greenville to become a Pirate, and that's one of the cool parts of the transfer portal. Guys can come back home if they choose to do so. I was thinking about Ryan Rosenborough, who played at JP2 and then, became a Pirate eventually. Alex Alex Boucher, who people are actually excited about this year. Mike Mullis talked about him the other day. Could play a key role at a different spot on this ECU baseball team. And then I thought about basketball. And I thought, man, it'd be cool to get, some Kinston and Farmville guys in here. And then I said, I don't know why Justin Wright is not a Pirate. And then I looked up his stats, and it made me mad because he's averaging 17.5 points a game.
17.
Earlier this week, put up 26 points, 2 for 4 from 3. Can we use that on this team? So let me digress, and we'll just talk about Michael Allen, I guess. I don't want to talk about Justin Wright not being here. Not recruited 3 times now by ECU.
Yeah, correct. And coming out of college, went to Central, then went out West Coast to, where did he go for?
It was Pepperdine or one of them, California. I can't remember. Was it Loyola Marymount?
Yes, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Loyola Marymount, yes. And then, they came back to Asheville. And, in fact, he was at Asheville last year, ended up redshirting for some reason. And now he's back this year with a vengeance and playing really well. And, yeah, wouldn't it be nice to have some of that outside shooting and a playmaking ability. And he's always just been a savvy basketball player. So good for him for finding a landing spot here at Asheville. But, yeah, there's a lot of guys. There's Jackson Ellington, who was at West Carteret, who was at ECU here, and now he's playing really well at Arkansas State. So, it's yeah.
All right, back to Michael Allen. What do you remember about seeing him on the Friday nights at Rose?
So I actually interviewed Michael the other day. You can check it out at the WCTF Facebook page. We had a nice long interview talking about it. But, when he was at Rose, I remember him being a two-way player. I thought probably baseball could have been his sport. I know he had some interest there. But he was such a fast guy. He was able to, get out, and he had kind of that high-stepping style of running. And so, then he was committed to NC State. He went to State, and he had 500 yards in 2 years there. And I thought, okay, now he'll be the heir apparent. But, reading between the lines of our interview and talking with him a little bit afterwards, he decided to go try and explore the portal, and he only had 2 offers, one from UNLV and one from Grambling. So he went to UNLV, and that didn't work out very well. And after 4 games, he decided to shut it down and try the portal again. Went to Marshall, and then to get back closer to home, and Marshall kind of revived him a little bit. He had some injuries, but still he had his best statistical year, and still showing that explosive speed. So now the opportunity, he gets his degree at Marshall. Now he gets to come back to Greenville and just concentrate on football and see if he can maximize his ability. So his big thing has been durability, and he even had that in high school. His durability is going to be the question mark with him. But great kid, Pitt County born and raised, wants to be a Pirate now, and I would expect big things if he can stay healthy this fall.
Yeah, and a bit of a cautionary tale maybe for guys to hear that, we know this, but all these players don't know this, Brian. They should, that just because you enter the portal doesn't mean somebody's going to want you and you're going to come out of that portal. So just getting 2 offers, that was probably a kind of a wake-up call there, but able to. Yeah. I do like the coming home story, that hopefully there can be a happy ending to his college football book.
Yeah, he said he has not made the millions like some of these guys in the portal. In fact, he hasn't made much money at all. And the UNLV thing was a big wake-up call for him. And really it comes down to fit, and it comes down to communication with your coaches. And I asked him, I said, what did you learn, or do you have second thoughts or regrets? He goes, I don't have regrets because the story eventually got him home, but it is a cautionary tale of you're always thinking that it's going to be an easy path, and there's a lot of other guys out there too, and it's all about fit. And the one thing I found, and I've been talking to a lot of these guys in this last week, Kamari Brown from White Oak, who went from Elon to Iowa now, and Terry Moore, who just went from Duke to Ohio State. I've caught up with all of these guys and talked with them, and they all say, it's funny because we're saying there's no loyalty anymore. But in every one of their situations, the loyalty comes down to the coaches who end up recruiting them. So all these guys end up going somewhere where they already know somebody or someone's recruited him. Michael Allen is coming back to ECU because the guy who recruited him at NC State is now at ECU. And so it comes full circle like that with these guys. Same thing with Terry Moore going to Ohio State. It's just, so there is loyalty. It's just in a different form. It's not necessarily to the name on the front of the jersey, but it's more to the relationships that they form throughout their playing days and the process that it goes along.
The Terry Moore thing, did you did Brian North first kind of report that? That rung a bell. Did you mention something about that, like late in the season or something?
I mean, last year before Terry got hurt, Ohio State was all
that. Okay, I think that's what it was. Yeah.
And you know, I've got some inside sources on this deal, and I try not to out everybody.
No, that's what it rang a bell because you had brought that up. Yeah.
And so last year Ohio State was on him, but then he got injured, and so in the bowl game, and so they would have still taken him, but they thought it was in his best interest to get his degree at Duke, go ahead and get rehabbed there. And the plan was for him to come back and try and play the final 4 games this season, but he ended up having some scar tissue issues. He had to have another procedure done. And so it came down to he's going to be healthy for like maybe the last game, maybe the ACC championship. And so at that point, they just decided to shut it down. And he'd already decided he's either going to go pro or he was going to go into the portal and see if he could maximize it. And so Ohio State was still there, and it's a good situation for him. And with all these guys, we're seeing that, you know, the NFL's not guaranteed money.
Right.
But this college seems to be for some of these players at the upper echelon. So he's going to go play at a place that already knows how to produce pro football players and great environment and see how he can leverage himself. And if he goes to the NFL, great. If he doesn't, he'll come back to Washington and start a business with the money that he's making.
There we go. Brian North joining us. I love the way you worded it, and it's probably not this way, but it made it sound like Ohio State was just like, all right, stay at your minor league school, Duke, and we might call you up next year. But, yeah, just get healthy, and we'll call you up to the big leagues.
Duke's got a really good hospital and medical reputation, you know. So.
Yeah. You're in a great spot right now. Yeah. And then next year we'll come grab you and try to win us a national championship. How about Indiana? Oh, I was going to mention one thing, too. I think a JMU tie-in. Michael Allen was on UNLV when the whole thing with the quarterback came out, right, where he wasn't getting paid what they said they were going to pay him, and he ended up leaving. Didn't he end up at JMU, that quarterback? Was it Sluka or whatever?
Boy, I'm not even sure because these guys move so much. I can only tell you the starting quarterback for JMU these last couple of years is a kid from our state, from Grimsley, whose grandparents live in Jacksonville, and whose uncle was Sean Barnett, who played at UNC many years ago. So
it was, I think it was, Matthew Sluka, who was JMU's backup. I want to say was the quarterback on that UNLV team in 2024. So. Anyway, speaking of JMU, they put up a lot more fight against Oregon than we saw Texas Tech. So you can give them that, right?
Yeah. I was worried about the speed right away that Oregon was going to present to them, and you can never get prepared for speed. And so they got punched in the mouth. You can make the case that Oregon kind of let their foot off the gas and let JMU hang around in the second half. But as an alum, as someone who's watched that program grow, I'm not ashamed. I mean, to get a playoff spot this early in this whole process, I think we're all playing with house money if you're a JMU person, and nothing to be ashamed of. I thought they showed well, but now they're dealing with their quarterback hitting the portal and a new head coach. And this is the first time JMU's gone, instead of elevating a coach, they're getting somebody who's kind of not a retread so much as a guy who's taking a step back. And so, we'll see how that works out for him.
And, bro, I know you've talked about it. I mean, you want your alma mater to succeed, obviously, but you're not one of these diehard guys. I wonder how I'll ask you, do you have any thoughts on it? A lot, because I remember watching that Indiana-Oregon game, and I knew there was some players there from James Madison, but, man, there's more than I thought. There was a lot of plays where afterwards they'd say the former James Madison Duke, and a lot of those guys are going to be trying to win a championship. Is that good or bad? Does that make you feel good or bad, knowing all those former Dukes are out there? I'm trying to think of how I would feel if I knew a bunch of Pirates in the championship, but they were wearing a different uniform.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's now the mercenary part of this sport, and we just talked about it. The loyalty is to the coaches. And the one thing I will say about Kirk Cignetti, and he's not a guy I ever want to go out to dinner with. He's not a guy he's not the nicest human being in the whole wide world in what I've seen, but damn, that guy knows how to coach some football, and he knows more than that how to identify talent and how it will help him do what he needs to get done. So he takes the JMU guys that he knew would fit into his system, these 3-star guys with high motors and high football intellect. That's who he brought with him. And so it's brilliant. Most of those guys are probably going to be mercenaries. I think everybody's a mercenary at this point. So I try not to get too upset about the whole loyalty thing. I think the average football fan, and you are not the average football fan. Pirate Radio is not the average football station, but for the average football fan, they don't know who these guys are, right? It's the name on the front of the uniform. It's helmets. They can't identify these people. It's pride. It's tailgating. It's all that stuff on a Saturday that ultimately they're not keeping track of all this stuff. They don't know who the quarterback is and maybe the head coach, and that's it. And so as long as you keep that in mind, and, as long as the kids are putting in the effort when they're there, and they shouldn't even call them kids anymore, I mean, I'm okay with it. Look, here's the cool. If you're an administrator or you're somebody, when Indiana's playing, how many times does JMU get mentioned during that broadcast?
Yeah.
How beneficial is that to your university ultimately?
Yeah, they get some runoff from that for sure. Brian says James Madison Dukes fans, hold your heads up high. I say Panthers fans, hold your heads up high after what happened last week. You had a losing record. You're a double-digit underdog, and you got a shot. If I'm a Panthers fan, I'm upset at how easy it was for Stafford to go down the field on that final drive. But other than that, man, they went toe-to-toe, and they threw haymakers with the Rams. I listened to that game on the radio, traveling, and listened to the entire game, and was really locked in, man. That was a fun game to follow.
Yeah, the games all weekend were, and I thought the Panthers, I thought maybe they were going to get pummeled, especially. I had said earlier, the worst thing they could have done was beat the Rams during the regular season, right? Fight them back to Charlotte again, and I thought it might get ugly. But, man, they played well. The two problems I had were they scored too early at the end of the fourth quarter, and then Dave Canales didn't use his timeouts to try to get more time for the offense to go back down the field. But outside of that, you think about what we were looking at before the season started. I said best case scenario, they're probably 500, maybe a game or two above, and maybe they sneak into the playoffs. And so to me, best case scenario, all this is based on.
It's kind of funny they didn't meet your best case scenario and still went to the playoffs because they had a losing record.
second time the Panthers have done that, right?
Yeah.
This is it's crazy that would happen, but still, I think the improvement in some areas. I still think the jury's out on the quarterback, and do you pay him the max because he's talked? His contract's going to run out here in another year, and so there's a lot of questions going in. But the trend, I like what Dan Morgan's doing. I trust Dan Morgan as the general manager right now with watching what he's done so far. But if they have to start paying the quarterback, that's going to change the whole dynamic of the salary cap, and we've seen that ruin teams before.
Man, we talked about it all year. I set it up. This is going to be a different-looking, almost weird NFL playoffs, especially in the AFC. And here we are. You got, if you're doing a quarterback draft, you're clearly taking Josh Allen, number one, in the quarterbacks remaining in the AFC playoffs draft. But these other teams have good defenses, especially the Texans, especially the Broncos. It'll be Bills, Broncos, Texans, Pats. And I love that both of these games, very narrow lines, Brian, within a field goal. Yeah. And it's different. It's and I don't know, man. I find myself rooting for the Bills and their story, and I'm a Josh Allen fan. But how about the remaining teams on the AFC side? Bills, Broncos, Texans, Patriots. Who the heck comes out of that?
Yeah, they all have great storylines too, right? And a lot of them have young quarterbacks now, so we're kind of seeing that new wave, and that's why there's so much pressure on Josh Allen. He better get it done now because here comes Drake May, and here comes Bo Nix, and here comes Williams from the Bears, and so you've got all these guys who are kind of ready to take on the next phase of being the dominant team. So for Josh Allen, it's kind of a big deal, and this is so there's more pressure on him right now. And then Sam Darnold, I can't root for Sam Darnold as bad as he's been beat up and had his moments in the big spotlight where he's not come through. So I'm kind of hoping I'm rooting for Sam Darnold a little bit. And so, yeah, they're all great storylines, and it's something new. Now that the Eagles are out, now that the Chiefs are not in there, there's kind of some neat new storylines to learn about and watch this process go forward. And then in a few years, we'll start complaining about these guys because they've been around too much.
Exactly. Even the Patriots, being there, it's a different Patriot. No Belichick, Brady. It feels like a different team almost.
Yeah, but it seems like it should have suffered longer, right? I mean,
no doubt.
Back this quickly.
Yeah, they better not win. Absolutely, 100%. And then you've got every year there's a team of destiny, the lucky team, and the damn Chicago Bears scored 25 in the fourth quarter last week, just doing what they've done all year long. They are not this good, Brian, but I keep asking everybody this week, how long does the destiny thing last? Does it last till the divisional round and that's it, or can the Bears somehow keep this going and knock off the Rams?
It's crazy because their defense is not that good, but yet they somehow are able to generate these turnovers, these game-altering and momentum-changing turnovers. So sometimes it is better to be lucky than good, and turnovers can be streaky like that. But at some point, someone's not going to turn the ball over. They're probably going to get exposed, and that's usually when your luck runs out. It's when somebody won't give up the football. But in the meantime, they've been living with that horseshoe up their butt on defense, and so you keep riding that thing as long as you can. And Caleb Williams has been fun to watch. Sometimes the numbers aren't great, but when it's fourth quarter, he's able to make the plays, and he's another one where we wanted to crown him way too early of whether he was a bust or whether he was going to be great. Sometimes you have to watch these guys develop over the first couple of years to see how good they can be.
Yeah, it was clear that Jaden Daniels, not only the best quarterback in last year's draft class, but the best quarterback ever last year, Brian. And now he ranks like 8th amongst the quarterbacks drafted last year. So it is day to day, week to week, year to year in the NFL. And that's part of the reason we love it. You can be bad yesterday and good tomorrow. So, all right, North. It's mid-January. I know you're not in full basketball mode, but have you watched any hoops at all?
I watched it a little bit. I'm catching portions, not full games, but I'm catching portions here and there. So, except ECU. I don't feel like watching them. But
that's tough. Yeah, I'm with you, man. It is. It's pretty brutal. Pirates got Charlotte coming up this weekend. We'll talk more hoops with you down the road. Appreciate you joining us today, Brian. Anything to keep an eye on? I'll check out your interview with Michael Allen. Anything else to plug?
Yeah, CJ Mims. Did you see where he went to Texas A&M? So there's another ECU guy. Wes Craven guy went to UNC and got basically cherry-picked by Texas A&M. So Texas A&M has opened up their pocketbook this year. So watching this whole process from the Eastern North Carolina angle this year has been very interesting to watch guys be highly coveted in the portal. So CJ is one of those who's made a good business decision, I think, by going to College Station.
There we go. North, thank you, man. We'll talk to you next week.
All right, sounds good, Clipper.
Brian North joining us, Hour 1, Pirate Radio Live here on a Friday. We'll take a break, come back, have more for you when we return. Still to come, Tony Dunn from the C3 Panthers podcast. We will talk Panthers, the end of their season, and we will make our divisional round picks coming up Saturday and Sunday. We got football for you here on Pirate Radio. Still a lot to go. Pirate Radio Live, back with you after this.
Straight out of Kinston, Chili Water by Carolina Ice Company just iced the competition. Officially ranked the #1 American-sourced water on the H2O Score app and #2 in global purity, beating out 99.9% of those overpriced premium glass bottles. Purified or sparkling, both built to dominate your cooler. Find participating locations and order online at chiliwater.com or find us on Amazon. Tap into something better. Zero sugar, zero plastic, zero regrets. Stay chilly.
This is Dr. Hote from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
At Langley Contracting, we're superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, we've got you covered. And best of all, we handle your insurance claims. We are locally owned right here in Eastern Carolina. We are licensed and insured and have a 25-year roof warranty. We can handle your gutter installation too, so everything is seamless. Call or visit us online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today.
Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist. The price is always right at Doug Henry of Greenville. Doug Henry of Greenville is under new management with over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Come on down and purchase the vehicle of your dreams today at Doug Henry of Greenville. Right on the corner, right on the price. Doug Henry of Greenville. Go Pirates!
Let's talk about leveling up your skills and your paycheck. At Pitt Community College, our Business and Workforce Solutions program offers flexible options aligned with local business needs. With supportive instructors who really care about students and short-term training that fits your schedule, you're sure to build connections that open doors. Learn how we can help you at pittcc.edu/workforce.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
This is Caleb Reynolds, lead minister at Eastern Pines Church, and I'd love to invite you to join us this Sunday at 9 and 10:30 at 3380 Portertown Road in Greenville. At Eastern Pines Church, you'll find real people, uplifting worship, and a place where your family can grow in your faith. Come see what God is doing right here in Greenville. We'd love to welcome you home at Eastern Pines Church. Visit easternpineschurch.com for more information.
Church services brought to you by S&K Trapping, East Coast Grading, Gregory Pool, Driven Details, East Coast Access, Cardinal Lock and Key, and RentAFishTank.com.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where the fiesta never ends. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Wednesday for shrimp tacos for only $11.99. Plus Wednesdays, all Mexican imports are just $3.49. Thursdays, enjoy your favorite beef, chicken, or vegetable fajitas, also just $11.99. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
Hey, this is John Gordon, author of The Energy Bus, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Flatlands Jessup and Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Right on the corner and always right on the price at Doug Henry of Greenville. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
Are we back? We're back.
Mike wasn't on. It's fine.
Jarrett Watkins.
Jarrett Watkins, also known as J-Bone,
is here. And we got far left side. Strong side.
What's up, Jello? How you?
I'm good. I'm actually good. So when he's on another team next year, we're going to stop playing. I'm going to be very good. Okay. Nah, we'll see what happens to X. Not a good year.
I don't think we stop playing that. It's not about that guy being on the Panthers. It's about asking Chandler how he's doing.
Yeah. How are you? I'm doing great. No, really. How are you? I'm good.
Actually, you're not. Be honest. You're upset for a friend. You just found out about Nick.
Yeah, I am. I got the recap on that. I guess that happened Monday. I left early and wasn't a part of that segment, and I missed out on that. And I am very heartbroken for Nick. And you're just now hearing about intern Tyson as well. Yeah, I'm just now hearing about intern Tyson. I heard his memorial earlier in the show. In the words of... And it was very touching. I was crying, but it was more because I was laughing and not because I was sad. Was it Romeo Dobbs? In the words of Romeo Dobbs, he's in a better place. He's in a better place. We don't know what that place is, but he's in a better place. I have an idea.
Jamie is a Chili Water Chat Gang first ballot Hall of Famer.
Icon.
Yeah. and is a sports guy.
Mm-hmm.
But he asked some of the dumbest questions any man could ask.
Book smart, but not street smart.
He had a question for Brian North. And you're talking about Signetti. He said, would he take Signetti to win his team a championship even if he doesn't like him? Can I get a... That's a stupid question, but Jamie asks a lot of stupid questions.
What a stupid question that is. But that's okay, because you ask a lot of stupid questions.
Jamie, what do you think, dude?
Okay.
Would he take a championship? We had the discussion earlier about like an absolute monster, a felon coaching your team.
A murderer.
And winning a championship. Signetti is none of those things. He's just a bit of a curmudgeon. Yes, you would take that guy winning a championship. What do you mean?
What do you when you win a championship, are you thinking about who your coach is or the fact that you just won a championship?
Yeah, your school won a championship.
What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah.
We're going to be so early for that movie.
Who was I thinking about when I did that? Oh, Brandon Golden, who may or may not be joining us. He had a guest on his show that I don't like. Mike Schilt. I hated him when he was the Cardinals coach. I don't even remember why now, but I didn't like that guy. I didn't like to look at him. I didn't like to see him. I don't like his stupid last name, Mike Schilt. But so then he comes into Greenville and talks at the hot stove banquet.
I was there.
Yeah. And then he's on the Brandon Golden show. And he's like a good... Mully loves the guy.
Get away from me, Mike Schilt.
And he's a good guy. So I was thinking, he's a good kid.
He's a good guy.
So I was thinking, and you guys can think on this, maybe we can hit on it at some point in the show, but like, who is somebody you hated, not in real life, but in sports life?
Right.
Like, I don't know Mike Schilt personally, but you hated in your sports life, and then you heard stories or met him or read something, and you're like, oh, okay, I guess I can't hate this guy. Anybody come to mind immediately?
Oh, man.
If not, think on it.
The second part screwed up my answer because I still hate this guy. Jonathan Papelbon. I hate Jonathan Papelbon.
You have not been proven otherwise.
No,
yet.
I have not.
Okay.
I guess maybe Bryson DeChambeau. I was not a fan of him. And then come to find out, he's actually a pretty good dude and does a lot for the good of the communities that he's in.
Yeah, Joey Logano. I hate him. I still don't like him. But when he won his first NASCAR Cup title, I was like, oh, this sucks. I hate this guy. Screw him. And my mom and dad were like, well, you know, he does a lot of work with underprivileged children. And I'm like, okay, that's cool and all. I still don't care, and I don't like him.
Yeah.
And that's good for him. Like, I'm glad that he does that kind of stuff.
Right.
But that doesn't mean I have to like Joey Logano.
I feel like there was somebody that I've mentioned on this show that I turned on when I hated him, and then I started liking him. I can't remember who it was. Maybe I can think about
Tony
it.
Dunn?
Yeah, Tony Dunn.
I've always liked
You
Tony
used to
Dunn.
hate Tony.
No, I've always loved Tony.
Okay.
I love Tony.
Avery hates Tony.
I love Tony.
Why? Yeah, Avery. Why do you? I mean, you like everybody. Why do you hate Tony?
Golly, man. Hateful. Hateful.
Y'all are stressing him out. Quit.
Hey, Avery, do you hate anybody? You don't seem like a very hateable guy.
You got to move it up, too. Not the mic.
We got to go to break anyway, so it don't matter.
Why do you hate Tony, Avery?
Isn't he a Panthers fan?
Yeah.
I don't hate him.
So that's
then.
why he hates him.
No,
He's
I
a
don't hate
Panther
him
fan.
then.
Let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll talk about the end of the Panthers season.
It was glorious.
We will talk about the NFL coach job openings.
Oh,
I got the...
What you got?
What you working on over
what
there?
you got?
What you working on over there, man?
I got the list.
J-Bo been doing a lot of writing.
You're a big
man.
list guy, man.
Yeah.
I've noticed that about you. You're a big list guy. But you're not a Shoresby guy, which
I'm
is
not
very
not a Shoresby
which
guy.
is very disappointing.
Wait, you just wrote down every team and their head coach?
And have the openings. I was bored. I had nothing to do. I get here so early. It's like, yeah, well, I guess I'll do this.
All right, Jared Watkins. We'll read you the list of NFL head coaches for every team when we return and make some picks back after this.
Hey Pirate fans, did you know there are thousands of special needs children and adults right here in our community that loves ECU athletics as much as you do? Robbie's Clubhouse is a local nonprofit organization that can turn your Use ECU tickets into a fun day for a family with special needs. If you can't make it to the next Pirate game, simply call 1-800-DIAL-ECU and donate and designate your tickets for Robbie's Clubhouse. Go Pirates!
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule an appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children.
Hey everybody, this is Parker Bird. Visit our friends at Children's Health Services on Arlington Boulevard on 10th Street and at childrenshealthservices.org. Go Pirates!
North Carolina State Parks invites you to enjoy camping your way. With the weather changing, booking your own cabin is the perfect solution for your camping getaway. Reserve campsites or cabins today at Jones Lake, Goose Creek, and Cliffs of the Neuse. Whether you enjoy traditional camping or air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi, your next adventure can include hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. For information on booking a cabin, visit ncparks.gov.
Hey Pirate Nation, are you in the market for a member-focused local credit union or making a switch from your existing one? Then explore First Flight Credit Union with branches across eastern North Carolina where all residents are membership eligible. First Flight members experience in-person service, competitive savings, and loan rates. Everything from automobile, boat, and home loans, First Flight has you covered. First Flight is more than just a branch. They're on a mission to take better care of our community. Stop by one of their local branches today or visit efirstflight.com. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is Down on Main Street. Down on Main Street's new weekly lunch specials are here and only for $8.99. Stop by Monday through Friday and enjoy chicken and pastry, spaghetti, meatloaf, hamburger, steak, and everyone's favorite fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks with friends. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
Are you looking to purchase a new home, or are you considering refinancing your current mortgage? This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Braxton Green, at 526-8260.
Braxton Green, NMLS 222-3878. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender, NMLS 208516.
Winter is here, but Strauss Marine in Greenville is still your go-to spot for your boat projects and repairs. Now's the perfect time to get your boat ready for when the warm weather comes. Don't wait till spring. They've got you covered with outboard parts at great prices. Plus, they're running clearance sales on select items, so you can get ready for next season without breaking the bank. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StraussMarine.com. Strauss Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
Jeff Stein here at Brown & Wood Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Brown & Wood's award-winning service department is open Monday through Friday. And don't forget, we have free pickup and drop-off. Every customer, when you come in for service, heavy repair, maintenance, it doesn't matter. You get a free car wash, dry, and vacuum. We've also got Tom Brown's favorite tagline, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Flatlands Jessup and Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Your dream home starts with an unshakable foundation, and at Unshakable Builders, they don't just build houses, they build trust. From blueprint to keys, their expert team is with you every step of the way. You dream it, they build it. Visit unshakablebuilders.com to start your journey home the right way. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Just saw a commercial with old people and was thinking about how we're like born small and then like The aging process.
The
it's kind of
evolution of
crazy.
life?
Yeah.
No, not that.
Even with all the gray hairs, we're still merely children on this earth.
We're all God's children.
Children of God.
All right.
Compared to like the trees and stuff, we're pretty.
No, but like the wrinkles and stuff, like the aging process.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
have y'all ever really thought about it?
You got an old catcher's mitt, right?
Like, there's going to be a day where we look like we were underwater for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Probably when
wrinkly.
Probably when
it's just like pruned up.
But not this guy.
Nah. Hell, he might be 80 years old right now. We don't know.
Tony Dunn's going to be one of those weird looking old guys that's cut up.
Yeah.
What's the Italian don't crack?
Yeah, there you go.
You're going to be one of those grandpas. I think Jeff Charles does a push up every year for his birthday.
age.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So like when you turn next year, you'll be 45.
Yeah.
You have to do 45 push-ups.
I'll bust those out right now.
And do the Jeff Charles.
Yeah, he did the Undertaker throat slash after he did his. All right, Tony Dunn joining us. Tony, how are you?
I'm pretty good, man.
I said this is easy for me to say because I'm not a Panthers fan. I feel like Panthers fans should have left Bank of America Stadium or left watching that game Saturday with their heads held high.
Oh, totally.
You agree?
Totally, yeah. I mean, it's sad. I mean, it was a sad outcome, but that's it. It's really what you expect, what you wanted. I mean, like I think I came in here the week before and I said there was 3 outcomes to this game. Is that you have the one that, of course, we all want, and that's the stunner, which was right in our hands. I mean, it's right there. I was surprised. You have the idea of that you're really they're a better team on every level, right? And you're punching above your weight class, and so if you can go in there and have a good fight, and get to the scorecard, then that's a good thing. The fear that we all had is that it's a 10.5 point spread that you lay a duck in, man. In the early parts of that game, it looked like, oh God, this is going to be terrible. You're down 14-0, and you just wonder, is like, gosh, is all of the gains of the season, you went from a 4-win team to a 6-win team to an 8-win team. And, you saw progression. A young team had a lot of needs, and the defense that was worst in the league goes to middle of the pack and played well against some really good teams. Not perfect, but, improvement. Bryce Young he improved, but I mean, he didn't go out there and say like, oh man, this guy, we're extending him or anything, but you didn't walk back and go, oh, I don't know if we got to just reset. You weren't at that moment yet. Dave Canales, second-year coach. And then if you go and you just get mugged 30-3, then you start really questioning a lot of those things, whether it's Bryce, whether it's the coach, whether how good you are, and you forget. I think it could overshadow some of those real gains. And I walked out of here before the playoff game saying, as I would have been happy winning 9 games and not making the playoffs, is like if there was an 11-win team in the division. And I would have been happy with that, happier almost in a sense than going and get mugged in the playoffs. So this really, I mean, the only thing that stung is that crap, you just had to just had to make a stop. And
that last drive was way too easy.
It was, and then, but what a throw and catch for the touchdown. Morg's there making a play.
He was all over him. I mean, it was a good defensive play. It was the best defensive play on the drive.
Yeah.
Up until that moment, it was 8 yards, 10 yards. I mean, he was just slicing and dicing. It was too much prevent defense where I thought we would be more aggressive and get after Stafford, which we did, not in just that game the other day, last Saturday, but in the game that we played previously in the year.
I mean, I guess it's easy armchair coaching in a sense. But J.C. Horn was out, right? Yeah. You didn't have him. And there were some plays in that game you got just burnt. Just straight burnt, right? Devontae Adams, there was one where there was a missed throw. You had Puka just going downfield. So, at the same time, you don't, the prevent defense stinks, especially when you don't prevent the touchdown, right? But, I mean, they had to score a touchdown. And, I mean, so if you hold them, you make that defensive play there, Morg, if that guy's foot steps out of bounds, it's a win.
Sometimes you wonder as sports fans, it's kind of similar, but Jeff Charles, I remember having the conversation, will it ever be like it was during the COVID times. Like, will we ever get back to packed stadiums and stuff, or is it all over? And we got back to that, and it was good. And as a Washington fan, I'm like, have I seen the peak of what they are? Like, will crowds ever be excited again and care about the Washington Redskins Commanders football team? And then there's like the RG3 year and the Jaden Daniels year, and it's like, yes, they can be like it, like I remember it. And like for the Panthers,
we've been asking that question for several
it's been
years
so boring and nothing. And then to have the players reunion, basically all those guys, Cam coming back, and Tony, I was traveling, so I listened to the entire game on the radio, and man, it just sounded electric.
Yeah.
To the point where the first thing I did when I got home was turn on the highlights. I wanted to see all the plays I heard about because the game was so good and the crowd seemed amazing. But for you guys, y'all had to be excited just to see Bank of America Stadium could get electric again.
Yeah, Dan Morgan said that was the best atmosphere he's ever been in at Bank of America.
That includes
and
some
he
big
was
games.
on a Super Bowl team. Yeah. But they did play their big games on the road in those playoffs.
I heard somebody say, Tony, and it was a Panthers guy, say that might have been better than the NFC Championship.
There's no possible way. There is no. I mean, whoever that guy is, thank you. I respect them, but no. No. I mean, maybe. I mean, I wasn't at this game, but I was at the NFC Championship, and it was the greatest sporting event of my life. That with the Pirates in '99 against Miami. But to your point, Clip, is your team is basically very similar to the Panthers. And that is, it's boring in some cases. It's disappointing.
Opposing fans take over our stadiums.
Disappointing. But what you had last year, that electricity, even though we had some of it at this moment in this game, the one thing that's got to change for both of these teams is it can't be a one and done thing. It can't be a flash in the pan. So, it's really exciting that, hey, fans showed up, that they were excited. Boy, that took some guts, too, against the team that could have just blown you out of the water. So it was great. I'm glad that the team showed up and kind of met the call of what the fans put out there. But if it's a one-off, then we're going back to being sad. Yeah. So, let's go. Let's go and let's roll. And this has been the problem with the Panthers. It was the problem with the Panthers this season. And it's really been problematic for 10 years now. And that's how do you put together more than one game?
Yeah.
Let this be the start of something.
Yeah.
Let this be what kind of kickstarts something to get back, to have that more consistently in Carolina. Because I sat there and watched the game, and I've watched highlights of the game just to see the crowd eruptions. I've watched it several times this week because over the past 5 or 6 years, we've asked that question: is can the bank get rocking again? And for several years, and after several games of seeing opposing fans infiltrate our stadium, it's like, man, I don't know if we'll ever see it again. But to see it on Saturday, and what made it even more special is that one, the crowd's erupting, but you got Cam coming out and beating the drum.
Oh man, yeah, that's great.
I teared up and I cried with that. Then you had Jake Delhomme, Musa Muhammad, Steve Smith, Wesley Walls, the reunion of the past coming together in this hopefully new realm of Carolina Panther football. Is really giving you hope for the future, but you do worry that is this just a one-time deal. But
I'm glad they didn't blow that money, though. You think of bringing Cam out, bringing all those, doing all of this and creating that environment and then getting spanked. I'm glad that, to your point of being happy, keep your head up. And to your guy, both of your points about the crowd, this is going to sound terrible. I could care less about the Bank of America crowd. I mean, I do want that, but I devote so much damn time to this team from that energy that I forgot what it was like to be I was dancing. I had true happy excitement, not forced excitement where it's oh man, we might be doing something, or once in a moment where we scored a touchdown or something throughout the season, or we upset a team. I hadn't felt this level of just true fun as a fan from my house in a decade.
Right. And also going into this game, like everybody made fun of, and rightfully so, but everybody made fun of Carolina being 8-9.
Sure.
They're hosting a playoff game. Like, why are they hosting? It's just the playoff rules, and I really don't agree with it. But I mean, Carolina's hosting a playoff game. They're 8-9. They're like the laughing stock of the playoffs this year. But we showed that we belonged.
Yeah.
And put up a fight. And then also, my biggest worry going into the game was the question mark of Bryce Young, and then being like, all right, this is his first playoff game. Is he going to throw 3 interceptions? But like Bryce Young threw for 250 and ran for a touchdown, threw for 1. Like he showed that he could belong in the playoffs and perform. And Bryce Young did not lose that game for Carolina.
No, not even close. Bryce Young played the game that you drafted him to play, and that is, look, Bryce is never going to be the greatest of all time in a sense from a physicality or anything, but game manager. But there was something you drafted about Bryce Young that was more than a game manager, and it was like big stage, big moment, this kind of semi-it factor that he had, and he hasn't had it at all in his career in the pros. It's kind of like Trevor Lawrence, who had never lost a game, and then like it's like this mystique, and then it's like, wait, that wasn't even actually a thing when you get to the pros. But like, I mean, you go back to the Iron Bowl where Bryce gets it like with 40 seconds left, and he's on his own 5. He's like smiling, like look like a psychopath out there smiling at that moment.
No
and
pressure,
right? And he played that type of game, so it was really fun. And clip, I mean, what you're talking about, like this boring, this long. It's okay to be bad for an organization, right? It's okay to have ups and downs. There is a tipping point to where it's just like, I don't know why I like this. And I felt like the fatigue, like how long? I mean, I don't know how you get like what a Brown. We could survey the teams around the league. Like it used to be the Lions fans, it's the Browns fans, it's the Jets fans. Yeah, the Raiders, and it's at what point is it like it's so long that you forget what it's like is to where you question, can it even be good one day?
Oh, I've been there a million times, and I think I did give up a few times, but
Well, you are. I mean, you are to the point where you're like, I don't believe. Like you got it. You're from the show me state now.
Yeah.
One more thing about the Panthers for me, and this is going back to the fan support, but like, it got to where, and we've seen this with East Carolina football. We saw it because people were hardly calling into the fifth quarter Collins show during the Scotty Moe era, and it became apathy. Nobody cared. Nobody cared if we lost the game, and it got that way for Carolina Panthers fans for so long that where I saw a Carolina Panthers fan, I'm like, man, good for you for wearing that jersey. But I saw it the other night, we posted on social media, but as the team's walking off the field, usually when you lose a game, especially in that situation, people are heading for the doors. People are getting out of there. They stayed.
They left 10 minutes earlier.
They stayed, and they applauded the team coming off the field, which that makes me the most happy about our fan base kind of believing in this franchise again. So I'm looking forward to the future.
All right. Amazing game, Jalen Coker, Bryce Young. I love that touchdown run and that throw he had to the left corner towards the end was awesome. Just really fun game, really fun wild card weekend. Jared, you didn't talk the entire segment. I just want to let you know the Raiders will have that moment that they're talking about, that I'm talking about, and they will, because I thought Washington would never get it, and we got a quarterback and had a magical year, and maybe it'll be Mendoza for you guys. But I want you to experience that.
I want to experience it as well, and I don't really think it's going to happen.
How many times have you made the playoffs since the Super Bowl appearance?
Twice.
16 twice in 26 years?
3 years, because it was the 2002 season, 2003 Super Bowl.
Okay.
Last playoff game we won was
twice.
AFC.
Yeah, that's a big drought, bro. Yeah, that's tough.
It is going to happen again.
It will.
Listen, it is going to happen again.
Stop saying again. It hasn't happened for me ever.
All right, well, it's going to happen, and that night something's going to be in the air.
How old were you?
I was 2.
Chandler's really trying to do a
when they were in that Super Bowl. I was 2.
Can we everybody take a moment of silence, because Chandler's got something cooked up.
I was just going to say, but that night there's going to be something in the air that night. The stars are going to be bright. Fernando.
Before we take a break, I do want to read some of my dad and brother's text from their Panther fans.
Brother.
Whew, man, it was tough. I had to mute this group chat because it was first plays of game, you go for it on 4th and 1. You run that dumbass play. I mean, run the effing ball. It's time to fire Canales and get rid of Bryce. We need a head coach, a OC, and a DC, not a coach who wants to be the OC or DC. Give me Gruden and Daniel Jones. Bring back Mike Shula and hire DC. Oof, it was getting tough. I wanted to.
And then they scored in 4 plays.
Yeah. Let's see. Coker's easily wide receiver number 2. Now cut Leggett so he can focus on dating rappers and riding horses, which is apparently all he cares about. Yes, Leggett sucks. The last great to wear 17 was Delhomme. And then Puka dropped an easy touchdown. And I just want to stir the pot. I said, cut Puka. That should have been a touchdown. My dad's like, yeah, this guy can't catch. It was that the whole
Puka can't catch a cold.
I was like, good God.
Puka, man. More like Poopa.
That start, man, I was so concerned. And I didn't think going for it on 4th down was the right move either.
Let's take a break. We'll come back. If we have time, we'll talk a little NFL coaching carousel, which only one rider on the carousel right now. John Harbaugh.
Confirmed. They're still working on the details of the contract.
Okay.
It'd be funny if it didn't happen.
I will. Yeah, that would be. I would make fun of the Giants forever. Please don't happen. We'll make some picks when we return. Chan Man still a slight lead. Oh, finally some separation between Tony and Jarrett.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
I picked Oregon and the Jags last week.
Tony, 2 games up on J-Bone, and I'm still way in the rear. Back with you after this.
Need to sell your house fast without fixing or even cleaning it? Call the Turner Home Team.
Hey, this is proud ECU alumni Justin Turner with the Turner Home Team. We buy houses as is in any condition for cash, and we can close in just days. As a real estate investor and licensed agent, my team and I can give you options when you need to sell. Sell fast or sell for top dollar. You choose what's best.
Call Turner Home Team or visit theturnerhometeam.com. They'll make a no-obligation cash offer for your home today.
Turner Home Team. Pirates supporting pirates.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles? How about tighten or lift your skin? Want a smoother skin texture or get rid of brown spots? Combining personalized treatments, expert training, and a deep passion for skin health, Beauty Bar Medi Spa is dedicated to enhancing your skin and boosting your confidence from the inside out. Contact the licensed professionals for a free consultation and ask about their newest technologies and treatments. Beauty Bar Medi Spa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation.
You would do anything to keep your family safe. Don't leave safety to chance with national companies or do-it-yourself systems. Hi, this is Mike Robertson, the owner of SCI Technologies. We have recently merged with High-Tech Communications to become North Carolina's premier security, audio, and fire alarm provider. The most cost-effective solutions for your home or business security and life safety needs. SCI Technologies, 252-321-7006. That's 321-7006.
For over 40 years, Greenville Motor Company has been the name Greenville Trust. Driven by service, powered by trust, and now offering one of the area's best service centers, 8 full-service bays working on all makes and models. Their certified team can diagnose, address, and repair any issue, big or small. From oil changes to engine work, go to a repair center that you can trust for the life of your vehicle. Greenville Motor Company, locally owned by the Cook family, right across from Greenville Nissan at 1000 Southwest Greenville Boulevard. DriveHereNow.com, driven by service, powered by trust, Greenville Motor Company.
Looking for your new favorite hangout spot? Come on down to the Doghouse Tavern, Aiden's veteran-owned crown jewel on 2nd Street. From open mic Mondays to music bingo Thursdays, there's always something happening. Enjoy daily drink specials, one of the best bar menus around, and live music that'll keep you coming back for more. Grab your friends, kick back, and support local at the Doghouse Tavern. Check us out on Facebook to see what's on tap this week. The Doghouse Tavern, where good times and great vibes live.
Here at the Holistic Company, we know that life throws you its fair share of curveballs. Like passing that drug test? Congrats. Now you can finally relax, kick back, and, well, light one up. You've earned it. With weekly events like trivia, karaoke, comedy, open mic, movie night, and, of course, all your favorites. Flour, merch, carts, edibles, and wellness products. Whatever you need to legally take the edge off, we've got your vibe covered. Order online at theholisticco.com or visit us at 5th and Evans in Greenville or at one of our other 2 locations in Fremont or Smithfield. The Holistic Company.
I'm Donald Stocks, owner of PIP Marketing Signs Print. We are your one-stop shop for just about anything printed.
If we're not your go-to printer, please give us a call at 355-1636. We have over 80 5-star Google reviews and want you to be our next more than satisfied and well-pleased customer. Check us out at growitpip.com or stop in to see us at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville. Pip, where business goes to grow.
Are you looking to purchase a new home, or are you considering refinancing your current mortgage? This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Braxton Green, at 526-8260.
Braxton Green, NMLS 222-3878. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender, NMLS 208516.
This is Miles Bear, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Flatlands Jessup and Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. At Langley Contracting, they are the superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, they've got you covered. And best of all, they handle your insurance claims. They're locally owned right here in eastern North Carolina, licensed, insured, and carry a 25-year roof warranty. Call or visit them online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today. Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's your host, Clip Brock.
All right, Jamie in the Chili Water Chat Gang. A little gun shy after I called his previous question stupid. He said, I'm afraid to ask in case this is a stupid question.
You are terrible!
But just curious, is Tony an Iowa football fan? You're wearing an Iowa football shirt.
No, it's a gift from somebody.
All right, there's a connection somewhere. But Tony sees enough bad offense. He didn't need to watch Iowa football on Saturdays.
Boring.
All right, let's get to the picks. So y'all threw in a college game to pick last week.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Might as well do it again this week.
And I lost.
Me and you lost.
I got a little cute and took Oregon, and they lost by 47 points. I don't know officially how much did they lose by. I stopped counting. But Chandler has been in the lead for a long, long time. And still a 2-game lead over Tony, a 4-game lead over Jared, and a 9-game lead over me. You want to start with college, Jared? You're kind of running this segment now.
Yeah, we'll start. Miami versus Indiana. Indiana 8.5-point favorites. Total 47.5. I'm going Indiana. Might as well. They're running through everybody. So,
all right, I'm going to get on my knees and pray that I don't get fooled again. I'm not picking against Indiana again. So Give me the Hoosiers.
What a great story.
Yeah.
What about a story?
You are taking
Indiana. I've been rocking with these guys, and the Bulldogs go down in this playoff, college playoff, and now the kid, their former
Carson Beck,
and so gosh, really stick it to those Bulldogs.
Odd looking duck.
Yeah. Well, he's Hurricane.
Yeah. Chandler.
I cannot wait for the post-game interview with Fernando Mendoza.
Sounds so beautiful. I just want to give all the glory to God.
It sounds so beautiful. I want to give all the glory to God.
Give me Fernando and the Hoosiers.
In fairness to him, that bit is just it comes off. It feels like it's about to go off the rails. He really recovered and gave a great talk.
And I'm not.
That's my quarterback.
It's like a funny clip, but I'm not picking on him. I mean, it felt pretty genuine. Like he seems like a genuinely nice kid. Like a really nice guy.
Can't wait for him
definitely not a Raider.
Right.
And that's what we need.
Tony, I think, what if he goes to the Raiders and after 1 year has a sleeve tattoo?
Yeah, it's like in Vegas, just gambling.
Yeah,
that's Hangover 4, man.
He's going to be...
Wear a do-rag.
He's got a face tattoo.
Hey, that's fine. It's fine.
He's got a grill. All right, we're all going for Fernando. Good luck, Jamie.
All right, first divisional round NFL game of the weekend. Bills at Broncos. Broncos 1.5-point favorites. Total 45.5. We'll start with you, Clip.
Well, I have a future on the Bills, and I will tell you my stakes in Buffalo in just a moment. They are also my dog of the day, so add that for further stakes. Not super confident about it. Love Josh Allen. I am really, really worried about him surviving these playoffs because he takes a lot of hits as it is, but also I think he had the hand on the helmet thing.
Yeah.
Like, you throw in a little freak deal like that, plus all the hits he takes, and it does concern me a little bit. The weapons around him concern me. Their defense kind of concerns me. But it's the Broncos. I thought about this earlier. The divisional round's usually my least favorite round of the NFL playoffs because there's always elite teams that are favored by double digits, the 1 seeds. And Seattle has looked pretty elite, but like the Broncos are not that elite 1 seed we usually see in these playoffs. So
I mean, they put it up on First Things First, comparing the stats of Bryce Young and Bo Nix, and they're damn near identical. So
yeah,
at the same time, though, it's like it's been boring. It hasn't been great, but they've won and won.
They've been very Bears-ish, I feel like, this year.
Yeah.
I've got 22 Buckaroos to win 177 Buckaroos.
So you're
the
going
Bills.
Buffalo.
So I gotta ride with Buffalo as long as they're in it.
Tony?
I'm gonna pick the Broncos. I hate doing this. I hate Sean Payton.
Yeah. Tony also picked the Bills before Josh Allen got there as like, this is finally the year.
Yep.
So you were on the Bills.
Was it Tyrod Taylor?
You were on the Bills like 2 years too early.
Yep.
So you've been off ever since.
I'm always to a party too early or too late. I don't like. And look, we said this last week with the Jags. When you pick the Bills, you're picking Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Like you said their defense, the weapons. You gave us all this, but it's still the Josh Allen effect, and that's what we talked about in the last week. Is that the Jags should win this game, but if they don't, it's going to be because of Josh Allen. And what happened?
A 10-yard quarterback sneak.
Yeah. It's Josh Allen effect. And so you have that. I think the Bills can. I think they probably will win. Like, it's the Broncos. There's nothing great about them except for their defense. And man, what was up? Did you see that Sean Payton clip where he's talking junk to
the guy's like Dre Greenlaw's back? Like, how excited for him to run downhill and like attack the run game?
What do you know about running down?
And then like everybody's breaking down film, and they're like, "Why is he going after this guy? Like, that's what Dre Greenlaw does best. He's not a man. He's not a zone linebacker."
He just needed to remind us that he's an a-hole.
Yeah,
we hadn't really seen any evidence of it in a while.
I was flipping through the comments of it because I was like, "Well, I missed it." And it's like the one or two. There's like these Bronco fans like trying to defend it, and they're like, "Oh, they know each other," and he was just messing with them. I was like, "Whatever,
sure,
whatever."
So you're going Broncos?
Yeah.
All right, Chandler.
You said earlier that when you pick the Bills, you're picking basically Josh Allen. I'm a Bills believer because I'm a Josh Allen believer. So I'm going with the Bills on the road here.
Yeah, you got that last week too.
Yep.
Oh man. I love the under here. I will say that. I think big games by the running backs, James Cook and R.J. Harvey. But got to go with the quarterback here, and that's Josh Allen. Bo Nix stinks. So I'm going Bills.
All right.
Niners at Seahawks. They played, I think this is the third time playing in 5 weeks. And the last time they played, they put it prime time, and it was 13-3. A snooze fest. I'm going Seattle by a lot here. I think their defense is too much. The Niners, beat
up.
Yeah, beat up, leaky defense. So I'm going Seahawks here.
No George Kittle for the Niners, which just adds to their injury bug that they've had all year, but they've survived despite the injuries this year. But I think Kittle's the final straw, and their run ends in Seattle this weekend.
It was a dreadful year for my Commanders, so I don't know if this is even a good talking point, but Seattle is the best team I've seen against my team this year. I didn't really think much of them until that game, and dominant defense. Smith and Jigba's awesome. They run the ball well with Walker and Charbonnet.
They have great tight ends.
They're pretty much a complete team. I'm very impressed with them. I think Tony might talk about the spread a little bit. I'll let him do that, but I'll take Seattle to win.
Last week the 49ers were 5.5-point dogs on the road in Philly, and I was like, gosh, this feels like a lot. especially for Philly not being that great this year, up and down. But they had won games, and we talked about it, and we worked through it, and it was all the injuries.
Well, I was surprised that Trent Williams didn't move the line at all. Like, once they announced he was playing, that line stayed at 5.5, which was crazy to me.
So the injuries continue to, I guess, be part of that. The 49ers are like this just pesky team.
Yeah.
Is that so? This line's right.
Shanahan's the man.
Picking the Seahawks is the right thing to do. But somehow the 49ers are going to be in this game.
Yeah.
Just like they were it's not that 49ers won the game last week. Philly kind of lost it too, but they were there. They made plays. And I tell you, Brock Purdy he's pretty dang good. I'm picking the Seahawks, though, to the defense, the fronts. The Seahawks front is there's only one better in the league, and that's the Texans.
Yeah. And, Tony, they have a guy you know well, Christian McCaffrey, who scored 2 touchdowns during my trip to the grocery store. It was back-to-back McCaffrey touchdowns that got them the lead in that game, and they are going to ride him. And credit to him. He's gotten 1 million touches this year. He stayed healthy, so happy for him.
It's crazy to say this about a Kyle Shanahan-led team, a team that won 12 games in the regular season, but they have that nobody believes in us mentality.
Yeah.
And it's crazy, but nobody does believe in us.
Is anybody believing in Sam Darnold right now?
No, but I
think more now.
I mean, Mike McDonald has done such a great job. Great young coach. The defense looks phenomenal. The run game's great. Chandler mentioned the tight ends. Jackson Smith and Jigba should be offensive player of the year. They just have everything working for them. But that Sam Darnold effect, man.
Sam Darnold, though, the only quarterback, I think, in NFL history to win 12 games consecutively with 2 different teams.
Yeah. So we're all on Seattle. We'll move on. Early game Sunday. Texans at Patriots. Chandler, we'll start with you.
I'm going to go with the Patriots. I'm going with the Patriots. That was kind of a boring game to start the other night, and then they just kind of picked things up. Drake May's really good. I really thought, I remember when they drafted him, I was like, this is going to be just like a Mitch Trubisky. It's going to be like a Sam Howell. This is just going to be another
awesome,
Carolina quarterback that comes into the league and just either is a journeyman, a backup quarterback, and just doesn't make it after 2 or 3 years. But Drake May proved me wrong. He's really good. He's at home. Give me the Patriots.
I'm going Patriots, too. I mean, these guys have been, not that I like the Patriots. I actually disliked them as an organization for a long time. But Vrabel, it's like kind of a fun story. They're good. People, all the pundits keep just saying, oh, they didn't play anybody. Look, the Rams, I listened to a 5 different Rams podcasts getting ready for our game against them, and they all just kept talking about how Matt Stafford, runaway MVP, shouldn't even consider Drake May. We're not trying to be rude to him, but like they haven't played anybody. They say that out of one side of their mouth, but then the Rams lose to the Panthers and to the Falcons, right? But you play the teams that are on your schedule, and Drake May's been great. They've beat everybody. They're a good team.
Tell you who they didn't beat.
I'm going with the Patriots here.
They did. Yeah, they would have been the number 1 seed had they won that game. I mean, and the Texans, their defense is phenomenal. And Stroud, even with 5 fumbles or whatever he had, they still are. They easily won that game against the Steelers. But I like the Patriots at home. I hope the weather's bad.
Even though I'm going with Patriots here, I am a huge DeMeco Ryans fan.
Yep.
I love DeMeco Ryans. And both of these hires for both of these teams is very similar. Both these guys are former players, both former linebackers for their teams, and they're tough, and the players love them.
They're cool.
And they know how to win games.
Yeah.
And I know the Texans are in, outside the NFC South, one of the worst divisions in football. But, I mean, he's done such a great job. I think this is his 3rd straight year going to the wild card round, or the divisional. So.
Hearing DeMeco in the halftime interview with that Steelers game when I guess Stroud had just just started a pick or something. And he was just cool. He's like, I believe in my dude. Like, it was like, this stuff kind of happens. He's playing a great game. Like, I mean, it's just
it's also Steelers in the wild card.
Yeah, I mean, but he is a cool dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see why the guys love to play for him.
Clip.
I'm pretty good at not doing the what have you done for me lately. I like to zig while others zag. Sometimes it gets me in trouble, and I get too cute, like picking Oregon to beat Indiana last week. But usually when I see the Texans have their performance like they did last week, I'll say, okay, they'll bounce back. I still trust them. And I'm speaking of their offense, but I'm done with the Texans, especially after reading that Nico Collins is out.
Oh, he is?
He's out.
Oh, man, that's their best
I
weapon.
still think this is a very close game. I'm taking the under. I don't care how low it gets. I'm taking the under.
Yeah. Especially if it's ice and snow or whatever.
There could be some turnovers that make you go over, but I just can't pick this Texans offense on the road after what I saw last week. So give me the Patriots to do enough to get it done like they did against the Steelers last week. I'll take New England.
All right, I'm glad. I saved myself for last because I'm taking the Texans. I love this team. Love D'Amico Ryans. Love C.J. Stroud. I think that was going to be his worst game of these playoffs. I love them to win the AFC. Patriots couldn't really keep Drake May upright, but thankfully they got 8 sacks of their own. I think this Texans defense is going to be too much for a young quarterback. I'll take the Texans. Moving on. Rams, Bears. I got some stats. Bears are 7-2 at home this year. That's insane. And Stafford in under 40 degrees with the Rams is 1-9, 7-11 in his career. But in those 7 wins, 4 of those are in Chicago.
Okay.
So
that's awesome. Wow. How'd you get this?
A Rams website.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, that's some deep dive research right there.
Before he joined the Rams, what's the 7-11?
That is his career under 40
so
degrees.
He was
in
6
cold,
and
rain,
2?
and snow. Cold, rain, and snow.
6-2 before joining the Rams?
Yeah, with Detroit, because most of those games were against the Jets and the Bears.
Why the Jets?
I don't know. They just showed up twice.
Okay. All right. Good stats.
Yes. I'm going with the Rams. I don't care about any of these numbers. I really like Matthew Stafford is the greatest to ever
I don't care about what I'm saying to you right now.
I just thought those were interesting.
They are.
I really thought those were interesting, but I'm
you
a
just
Rams
don't
believer.
care. Yeah.
I'm picking them the same reason you picked Buffalo. I got a future on them. I got a future on the Rams. I love Sean McVay. After what Ben Johnson said about Sean McVay's best friend in coaching, Matt LaFleur, I think they're going to put 50 on him. I think he's going to put his foot on their neck and kill the Bears.
What did Ben Johnson
He said
say
something about
this?
my friend.
Also Mike LaFleur is on. He said F the Packers. I hate that coaching staff.
Which, by the way, I saw Peter Schrager said the NFL had a problem with Ben Johnson saying F the Packers or whatever. Well, get the cameras out of the locker room then.
Yeah.
Problem solved.
Oh,
he
so
didn't
it was
come
in
out
a locker. It wasn't like in a press conference.
Nah, he didn't.
But they asked him the next day, and they're like, "Do you want to kind of backpedal?" He said, "Absolutely not."
Nah, we like this division rivalry. We want the players to have it. The coaches
crap.
like it.
All right, we need everybody else's picks.
I hate
Shirley's
Peter
playing us off.
Schrager.
I'm going Bears.
We're not going to have time to run the next segment anyway. I was just going to save it to Monday.
Okay.
We're already over time.
Gotcha.
Because you can't run a segment properly.
No, it's because we talked about the Panthers so long.
That's fine. Who y'all take?
No, I got us out in plenty of time for that. I'm blaming Jarrett.
Okay. I already made my
Bears
picks.
for
Okay.
me. Nobody believes. Good Lord. And you know what? How about homeboy's been McVay and LaFleur or whatever have been working together.
Well, Mike LaFleur is the offensive coordinator for the Rams.
Okay. So he just calls his brother up.
Yeah.
He hurt my friend's feelings.
Who you got, Clip?
I felt so smart for taking the Bears last week, even though I hate them, and they were losing, and they came back and won. When does this magic horseshoe rabbit's foot up the rear end? It's got to end this week, right?
Yep.
It's got to end this week.
Yep.
Give me the Bears. It's not ending this week. Give me the Bears at home. How? I don't know. Why? I have no clue.
Well, because Ben Johnson's pissed.
Why?
Buenas noches, Chicago. He's mad because McVay's mad.
Yeah, they're getting mad over nothing. So he's calling them a bunch of wussies.
I mean, McVay never said he was mad.
But you said that he was probably mad.
They said that.
You said that.
Rumor, speculation.
Now Ben Johnson's mad at the NFL.
And mad at you for saying that.
Good. I hope Ben Johnson. Hey, come on, Ben.
I hope after
he's
the
from
game,
around these parts. He's from North Carolina.
I hope he says F Jarrett.
I think
F him.
that Ben Johnson's such a
F the Bears.
I think Ben Johnson's
They all
such a
suck,
killer
dude.
that he's like, I'm just going to kill the whole LaFleur family.
One by one.
Who you got? Who you got, Chandler?
I'm going Rams.
All right.
I think the horseshoe is taken out of the rear end this weekend.
Yeah, finally. All right, Tony. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah,
buddy.
thank you.
We'll take a timeout, come back, wrap up hour number 2. J-Bone, we'll save your interview for Monday. All
right.
That cool?
That's fine.
I mean, anything we need to get out today?
No.
Yeah.
It's not time sensitive.
Yeah.
You can catch it on YouTube. It's on Pirate Radio TV right now.
J.D. Davis?
JD Davis, North Texas Eagle, founder, co-editor, and writer.
Yeah. All right, we'll take a break, come back, wrap up hour 2 after this.
Avast Pirates, it's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. 2026 has set sail and a new year means new gear. Take advantage of our end-of-year markdowns. You'll find major deals all throughout the store through the month of January. And don't forget, January means out with the old and in with the new. Loyal and bold, we'll buy your guns and gold. Start your year smart by trading treasures with us. Shop online or stop by Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
Homeowners can face many challenges throughout this season, but our newest New Blue star, Dixon Williams, is here to slide in and save the day. Have a clog that's hitting a foul ball and nothing seems to be getting through? Dixon's fixing to get you flowing again. Feeling like your HVAC's in a slump? Dixon's sliding in to get your comfort back on track. Are swinging blind in a power outage? Dixon's delivering a power boost. So when problems arise, turn home strikeouts into home runs with New Blue, electric, plumbing, and air.
Hey Pirate fans, this is Coach Cliff Godwin. The physicians at Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center have been caring for our athletes at ECU for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for our sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care, physical therapy, and diagnostic testing. For experienced and professional services, call the team at Orthopedics East at 252-757-2663 or visit them online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today and then you hear
Warren's Hot Dogs?
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for $7.50 would be awesome.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
Play it again, sport. Buy, sell, trade. Great deals never felt so good. So good, so good, so good. I saved a bunch of cash. Buy, sell, trade. Using my gear like I never knew I could. Play it again, sports. Buying and selling new and used sporting and fitness equipment for over 27 years right here in Greenville. Located on Greenville Boulevard across from the Nissan dealership.
Straight out of Kinston, Chili Water by Carolina Ice Company just iced the competition. Officially ranked the #1 American-sourced water on the H2O Score app and #2 in global purity, beating out 99.9% of those overpriced premium glass bottles. Purified or sparkling, both built to dominate your cooler. Find participating locations and order online at chiliwater.com or find us on Amazon. Tap into something better. Zero sugar, zero plastic, zero regrets. Stay chilly.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kids Scene.
Y'all come get bugged up.
This is Ryan McChrystal, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Flatlands Jessup and Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Michaels & Gateway Family and Cosmetic Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. Their mission is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Visit them at 2330 Hemby Lane in Greenville or give them a call at 752-1600. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's your host, Clip Brock.
All right, back.
Clipper!
Yo.
I'm just happy to be here with you, man.
Hey, Chandler. What are you watching, Jared?
It's Instagram Reels.
But what video were you watching?
We Are Derek Carr.
That one.
There was a baby singing a song about Derek Carr.
No, not a baby. It was just a guy. There's a We Are Charlie Kirk song that a bunch of idiots made, and Raider fans made a parody. We Are Derek Carr.
I didn't. Okay, didn't know that.
It was
that
Jag
was
singing that song. Just another guy.
Yeah,
yeah, just another guy.
It was Miles Sanders, I believe.
Miles Davis.
If peeing in your pants is cool, consider me Miles Davis.
Buccaneer Music Hall Scoreboard presented by Lubbock.
I'm glad that we couldn't run my interview so we could get that.
Yeah. Yep. That would have never happened. Big day for Christian Kirk though. The other day, Monday night.
Did you mention the Buck?
I did.
Customer Appreciation tomorrow.
Huh?
Customer Appreciation Day tomorrow.
Saturday, January 17th, 2 to 6.
2 to 6. You have a chance to win some prizes, including a Bud Light recliner and a 65-inch TV.
So that's about 12.
Keep on going. Can your arms even go out that wide, boy?
Well, I'm trying to figure out. So 12, I'm going to say that's close to 24.
Keep going.
36. 48. 60.
Right.
66. I'm going to take one out, 65. Man, that's a good
But you got to go diagonal.
Son of a gun. I ain't doing that again. That is a big TV. Bud Light recliner chair, OT's gift cards, merch, swag, all going down Saturday, 2 to 6. Eat, drink. OT's will be serving some food.
Yeah, sliders, I believe, and some other things.
Sliders. It's all going down to the Buccaneer Music Hall.
And you're involved in this?
Yes, I'll be announcing the winner.
MC.
I will be the MC.
Master of ceremonies.
Yes.
Chandler is like the mayor of the Buck almost, because
they're giving him the building for Customer Appreciation Day.
Every random person that walks up, Chandler will be like, well, hey, Georgia, how are you doing today? It's almost like church. It feels like church.
How you doing? How's your mother doing?
Charlie?
Yeah, it's church on Sunday.
Did your dog have a surgery? It's a beautiful. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel like we're in a community.
Yeah. I'm going to start a prayer list on Sundays before I start doing the drawing for the jersey. Do we need to lift anybody up in prayer?
Any unspoken prayer?
Be sure to continue for Brother Charlie. He is working on coming back next Sunday.
All right. Sister Jenny, could you calm down? That'll be a fun day at the Buck. And if people want to watch some good football, you can do that at the Buck tomorrow too, because we'll have game 1 of the divisional round of the playoffs going on while we're out there. Bills, Broncos, 49ers, Seahawks after that. Tonight, the Hurricanes are in action at home against the Florida Panthers. Canes a favorite at home at 7 o'clock in Raleigh. Some college basketball tonight. Weird to see Kansas in Big 12 basketball on a Friday night. Kansas hosting Baylor. Kansas coming off the win over, was it Iowa State?
Iowa State, number 2, Iowa State.
That they knocked off earlier this week. They got Baylor tonight. Creighton on the road at Providence, Marquette DePaul, and Loyola Chicago.
Is Joe Dooley back with Kansas yet?
I don't know. I wonder if he...
Does he got a ride?
If they just let him,
I was about to say
if
that.
they just let him go. I mean, is he still employed?
I don't know. That's why I was asking.
I don't know.
Do we not know?
Wow, dude.
That was good.
Y'all got no class.
Man, I mean, Class A misdemeanor, I guess.
You can pay for school, but you can't buy class. Joe Dooley was suspended December 21st. Failure to stop at an accident. I didn't know.
Was he in the accident?
That's a good point.
I mean, change lanes. Like, that's all you got to do.
Let's see if it says how long he was suspended. He was arrested. The school said in a statement. Should we read some comments?
Yeah,
sure. Why not?
People don't know what Uber is for. At least he didn't have an affair.
That is very true.
That's true. Take an Uber. Was he driving Bill Self? Innocent before proven guilty.
Yeah, there we go.
Thank you. Thank you, Vernon. Okay, Danielle, that's just mean. Jarrett, I'm not reading that.
Was he driving with his ears?
Come on.
Wow.
Come on, people.
I didn't say that. Danielle said that. I was quoting.
Old enough to know better.
But still too young to care, baby. Let's go.
John, I think I know the type of person John is. He said, NFL players get a raise when they're caught doing this.
Hey, man, if he was in damn Columbus, cops would have gave him a ride home.
Hey, when he does leave Kansas, he is going to go to Georgia and be the assistant basketball coach.
Oh, man, I like this too, Adrian. Wow.
Adrian.
What are you doing in his own time should be his business.
Yeah, what you're doing in his own time.
Exactly. It's his business. Abby says he's human like the rest of us. Gary says couple drinks never hurt anyone.
Guys can't have fun.
I'm loving the defendant here.
Brian said Sloppy Joe. That's pretty good. That's actually pretty good.
There's a video somewhere out there where it was like in 1980s or whatever, but people were finding out that you could not drink and drive, and they were like, "This is not the America I live in."
What about Mark?
Mark, DUI, big deal. Most of you have dodged a DUI so many times in your life it should be criminal, as have I.
This sounds like a Jim Rome comment.
DUI, big deal. He is right.
Yeah.
By the way.
Very.
I know I certainly drank and drove too many times in my life.
I have too.
Yep.
Excuse me?
I have not.
What, today?
Yeah. I'm in a loner. I can't.
What, today, Junior?
Jason said if had been smoking weed, he would have just stayed home.
That would make him Joe Doobie.
Yeah, that's a good.
That's good, Chandler.
I think we ended on that. I think.
Now I see how people get addicted to Facebook. Hazel said, "So sad to hear this." Crying emoji.
She cried herself to sleep. Thanks a lot, Joe.
Oh man.
She relapsed because of you, Coach Dooley.
You changed her life for the worse. Oh man.
God, this is so good.
Either way,
Wayne said, "I just love all the comments from the perfect people on here. I bet some of them are great coaches too." Richard said, "So are students being suspended for DUIs?" People are the stupidest species on earth.
Either way, Kansas will host Baylor tonight at 8:00. You can watch that game on Fox. I mean, perfect timing from Fox. Thank you.
Joe Dooley, doubtful for the game.
Guilty before trial, so sad when the whole state stays filthy drunk. Thank you for saying that. These are real quotes from real people. Aaron said, "Y'all voted for this."
What?
What are we voting in? Assistant coaches?
That was your Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by the Buck.
Holy crap.
On the other side of this break, we'll have Morgan Ahlers.
And more comments.
AHarp will join us as well, along with Brandon Golden. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Teresa said, "Bet they're still paying his ass."
We'll be right back with Pirate Radio Live.
Holy crap.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is Down on Main Street. Down on Main Street's new weekly lunch specials are here and only for $8.99. Stop by Monday through Friday and enjoy chicken and pastry, spaghetti, meatloaf, hamburger, steak, and everyone's favorite fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks with friends. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
Pirate Nation, your dream home starts with Unshakable Builders. Now building in Sutherland Estates in Greenville and Dolostone Court in Wilson with homes available now. And stay tuned, Cross Creek Townhomes in Greenville and Whitaker Glen in Farmville are coming soon. Browse available homes, explore floor plans, and see past projects today at unshakablebuilders.com. Have questions? Use live chat, fill out the contact form, or call the office at 814-9105. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation.
Transform your home and make a fresh start in 2026 from Bostic Sugg Furniture. Right now, during our New Year New Comfort event, save up to 70% off clearance furniture store-wide. We're clearing out a wide selection of Lazy Boy, Bassett, Maven, and Kincaid, all at incredible clearance savings up to 70% off. Enjoy healthful sleep with a free motion base upgrade with mattress purchase during the New Year New Comfort event, going on now at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
A quick getaway to paradise is as easy as breezing into 34 Degrees North restaurant at the Beaufort Hotel. Enjoy coastal Carolina cuisine featuring fresh local seafood or savor their hand-cut steaks. It's the premier dining destination on the Crystal Coast. The waterfront restaurant serves breakfast, lunch, dinner, and their popular weekend brunch. 34 Degrees North restaurant in Beaufort is open daily. Visit their website, 34degreesnorthrestaurant.com, or call 252-838-7250. 34 Degrees North restaurant at the Beaufort Hotel.
Hey Pirate friends, this is Rhonda from Russell's in downtown Washington, inviting you to join us right now for our big winter clearance sale. Christmas exchanges are complete and the winter clearance sale features all ladies merchandise 50% off and men's winter merchandise 40% off. The selection is fantastic from name brands like Johnny O, Peter Millar, Duckhead, and more. The deals are great and the customer service is even better. So come see us at Russell's in downtown Washington on Main Street for great savings.
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
Looking for your new go-to spot? Check out Fish Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room in downtown Greenville. Open Tuesday through Thursday 11 to 9, Friday and Saturday 11 to 11, and Sunday 11 to 5. Single on Tuesdays at 7, Wings and Trivia Wednesdays at 7, Outlaw Open Mic Thursdays 7 to 9, hosted by Lonnie Britton, and live music Fridays and Saturdays from 8 to 11. The Yappy Hours Thursday to Saturday 4 to 7, 25% off all appetizers. Check socials and website for all information at Fish Street Hardware.
CopyPro, the professional office systems people, have been serving Eastern North Carolina since 1971. From Greenville to Wilmington, businesses trust CopyPro for reliable technology, award-winning service, and top brands like Konica Minolta and Ricoh. Need multi-function printers, document management, or network solutions? CopyPro delivers powerful tools backed by certified technicians and a team dedicated to your success. CopyPro, professional people, professional systems, powerful results. Visit copypro.net or call 756-3175 today.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, W224EI Greenville, WDLX Washington, and W281CH Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. You would do anything to keep your family safe. Don't leave safety to chance with national companies or do-it-yourself systems. SCI Technologies has recently merged with High Tech Communications to become North Carolina's premier security, audio, and fire alarm provider. They have the most cost-effective solutions for your home or business's security and life safety needs. Call SCI Technologies today at 321-7006. Now let's take it back in for the start of this final hour. Hey, here's Clip.
All right, welcome back into Pirate Radio Live on a Friday. Hoping to see our buddy Alex Harper roll in here. Was he here last Friday?
No, he went out of town.
Okay.
I had nothing in hour 3 last week.
Well, we got something today, and that is the voice of Dowdy Ficklin Stadium and Minges Coliseum. He is Morgan Ahlers joining us on the Turner Home Team Live line. Morgan, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic, fellas. How about you guys?
We are
Doing well.
Doing all right. Getting ready for some playoff football. And also ECU and Charlotte coming up in hoops this weekend. And we'll start with the Pirates, Morgan. They lose on the road at USF. And it got down pretty big and then kind of traded baskets in the second half. Got it within 10 or whatever, but I was never really in doubt. This time around, they'll be back at home and playing a team. This will be a winnable game. Charlotte, not very good, but has had ECU's number to some degree since joining the American. But it's at home and an opportunity to get that first conference win.
Yeah, it is for the Pirates, and they really need it right now. They need to get a little bit of positive momentum, and Jordan Riley's been playing outstanding, and you saw Eli Delorier come back into the lineup the other day, which was good for the Pirates. He needs to get a little bit more playing time, get his game feet under him a little bit more, and I think he could be a difference maker for the Pirates, and hopefully they can pull out a win on Sunday.
Corey Calker moves to the bench. Morgan, what do you think that does for this Pirate team?
I think he's very talented. I just think that for some reason this year he just hasn't performed maybe like he's capable of, whether it's just a slump or, I don't know. I think it's one of these things, maybe get on the bench a little bit, maybe, again, get his feet underneath him a little bit and come back in and play the way he's capable of playing. If you watch the highlights from him the last 2 years, he's a really good basketball player. I mean, the Pirates thought so. The coaching staff really thought a lot of him coming in, and for some reason, for one reason or another, he just hasn't been out there and done what I think he's capable of doing. I think maybe he's putting pressure on himself, and he's just to maybe back up, take a deep breath, and regroup a little bit.
Morgan Ahlers joining us, talking Pirate hoops. When it comes to Pirate football, Morgan, the staff has assembled a team, a roster for 2026, bringing in players from the transfer portal, and one of those names, Michael Allen, former running back of J.H. Rose. What do you remember about either seeing him or talking about him on the high school huddle, or hearing about the former Rose running back? What kind of player are we getting here at ECU?
I'll even go a little bit further back. I remember Michael playing in Little League.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, Michael's a really good athlete, and good to see him come home, be able to finish his career as a Pirate, back in here in Greenville. He's dynamic. He's shown flashes of what he could do at every stop he's made, and hopefully for the Pirates next year, he might be one of these guys that gets in there and really just lights it up, and that'd be so great to see him finish his career, and it's going to be good to see him finish his career in the purple and gold and come out there and put a few highlight reel moments on there. It'd be really great to see that in Dowdy Ficklen Stadium. Michael's a really good kid.
I'll say this is one of the positives of the portal, guys getting a chance to kind of close their chapter by returning home. I know Holton did all he could to recruit Cornell Powell back to Greenville, but Cornell chose to stay at Clemson. But you've got like Ryan Rosenborough from JP2 on the baseball side, Alex Boucher, who transfers in, and now Michael Allen and Morgan. Kind of cool, like you said, that hopefully there's a happy ending to his football story, at least in college.
Well, he's played in Raleigh. He's played at Marshall and I think Nevada, Las Vegas. But coming into Dowdy Ficklen Stadium when we open up in mid-September for the first home game, there's going to be 45, 50,000 people there, and I guarantee you he's going to get a lot of goosebumps when he runs to that tunnel and hears that roar for the first time in the purple and gold, and he's going to know he's back home, and that's going to be a really cool feeling for him and his family.
Maury, obviously you're going to say the transfer portal's crazy, this era of college football is crazy, but when you see stuff like Damon Williams of Washington sign a contract and then 4 days later say he's going to enter the portal, then come back, and then Darian Mensah says he's not going to the draft because he wants to play at Duke, and then an hour ago he enters the portal. How do you even feel about college football? How do you even get up and get excited about it anymore?
I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday about this exact thing, and you guys might remember, I know Clip, you do, when you watch, and I'm going to say ACC basketball. Growing up, that's what you watched, and you could tell, players would come in, and even East Carolina, Clip, you grew up here in Greenville, you could say, okay, here's the Corey Rouses of the world that are playing here for 4 years, and you got to know the players, you got to know their families, and now you watch college basketball, for instance, and you don't know much about the player except that he's just wearing the jersey, and it's sad, and it is the way it is right now. You know, you talk about Darius Menza from Duke. You know, oh, I'm not going to the NBA. I've signed a big NIL deal with Duke. Well, something happened in that meantime that somebody reached out to him or his agent and said, hey, we're going to pay you X, Y, Z. And hey, and I'm hearing, you know, possibility of Miami and somewhere in the cost Miami, if it's true, if it's with the Hurricanes, some $10 million. So, you know, it's just one of those things that you sit there and wonder, you know, what the heck's going on. But we've talked about it at length. It's just one of those deals. It's just not a good situation, but it is the situation that we find ourselves in.
To answer the question you asked, Morgan, and my stance on it, Jared, is I don't enjoy this. I enjoy the games.
Yeah.
I hate everything from January to August.
Hey, I kind of worded my question wrong. How do you get up and get excited about college football? I mean, you get excited about the games, but like, why even care about who's coming in?
Yeah, and I don't.
Why even care about somebody who says I'm not leaving, and then 2 weeks later they leave?
Yeah, all of that, which is why it has no effect on me now when guys leave or guys come in. I don't care. I'm just I'm rooting for ECU at this point, and I still am enjoying wall-to-wall college football Saturday because it's a football game, and you know the Ole Miss and Miami was awesome.
Yeah,
like it's just an awesome football game, and give me those. I don't care who the players are. Just give me games at this point. So, but yeah, it is. Morgan, you're not going to see any Rouses, or how about Jonte Sherrod, who was kind of nothing for 2 years, then pretty good his junior year, then had an awesome senior season. You're not going to see those stories anymore. Good news, Holton Ahlers' records are safe at East Carolina because you're not going to get a quarterback that plays enough to come close to him anymore. Rajay will likely always be the number 2 leading rusher in ECU history because if rules don't change, we're not going to have a running back play for 4 years or 3 years. So that's something too, Morgan. A lot of these records are safe now.
Yeah, you know that's a good thing, like for Holton's.
Yeah,
but it's a bad thing if you're a college football fan and an East Carolina fan. However, I do think there's got to be some sort of reeling in. I mean, the news broke today, or whether it's news or not, I don't know, that LSU and Lane Kiffin were sort of leaking the terms of the NIL deals for Ole Miss. Some of his assistants that were still there during the bowl run. Now, whether that's true or not, or whether it's just, misinformation, who knows? But it was a story that was out today, and a lot of people have said about it. But,
And you're right, Morgan. Things are cyclical. I do think at some point there will be a set of rules, like more so than there is right now.
I think there has to be, and I think just about probably every school would want, some sort of reeling in a little bit, because every school's affected by it. Even the schools that have the most money in college athletics going out there and buying players, they're still losing players that they've invested in. I'm sure if you said, hey, let's just say Alabama right now, and, would you rather have a guy that you spent money on the NIL for 3 years and have him play at Alabama and develop, or would you rather have him for 1 year and then he transfers back out and you have to bring a new player in that has to learn your system and culture? I think that, and I've said it before, my thing is, hey, you get one free transfer. After that, you have to sit out a year. You lose a year of eligibility. And I really think by doing something like that, it's going to make players think long and hard, hey, do I sit out this year or transfer this year, or do I wait until next year? Maybe I get a little bit more experience, a little bit more film,
Morgan Ahlers joining us, Turner Home Team Live Line. Let's talk, while we're on the topic of college, any chance Miami slows down Indiana Monday night, Morgan?
Well, I'm going to tell you what, I hadn't really seen Indiana play prior to the playoffs going on. I saw them in I think when they beat Ohio State in the championship game. But watching their team, everybody talks about, the quarterback Mendoza and how good they are offensively. They're really good defensively. They've got some athletes that fly around and they hit you, and schematically they're really good. I think Indiana, and I might be way off base here, I think they roll Monday night. I don't think it's going to be very close.
All right. I tend to agree with that. Real quick, Morgan, we'll run through the playoff games with you. Josh Allen and the Bills on the road at Denver. You like Buffalo on the road, or do the 1 seed, Broncos get the win?
I think it's going to be hard to beat Denver at Denver. I don't know what the weather forecast is going to be, but if it's cold, I mean, both teams playing the cold, it's not going to affect them very much. But I would love to see Buffalo win it all this year. Now, will they? I don't know. I just like Josh Allen. I like the way he plays the game, how hard he plays it. And I would like to see them win. I think it's going to be tough for them to win on the road in Denver, but I'm going to say Buffalo squeaks this one out.
All right, how about the 1 seed in the NFC, Seattle hosting San Fran?
That's going to be an interesting game. You know, they say that Sam Darnold was on the injured list or the whatever list that comes out. He says he's going to play. He's got like a rib or oblique issue going on. If he play, he's a great story in the NFL this year.
Yeah.
He gets drafted by the Jets, and then goes to Carolina, and then goes to Minnesota, and now he's in Seattle, and he's playing so well, like he's an all everything quarterback. Good for him. He stuck it out and got the opportunity, and they're playing really good football. Seattle's defense is really good. I think Seattle, if Darnold plays and is healthy, will win the game.
All right. Might not be a lot of fireworks in Texans-Patriots, but if you like defense, tune into that one on a Sunday. How about Houston going to Foxborough?
Foxborough, tough place to play in the winter. Going to be pretty cold up there in that matchup. I think Drake May goes against the strong Texans defense, and I think he pulls it out. I think Patriots win that one.
And when does the lucky mess the Bears have been doing all year, when does that run out? Does it run out this week, or can they keep on moving on? It's the Rams, who are a road favorite against Chicago.
Again, I think it's going to be a weather situation. The Rams aren't used to it, but I think the luck of the Bears runs out, and it's going to be the Rams.
The Rams over the Bears. Looking forward to watching it this weekend and listening to those games if you're on the road right here on Pirate Radio. Mm-hmm. Morgan, what you doing this weekend?
Well, tonight I'm getting ready to go into our friends Mike Horton at Chico's and have a dinner. I'm actually sitting in the parking lot looking at the Voice of the Pirate Nation on the big brick building, and going to have some Chico's and a couple adult beverages. Tomorrow got a wedding. Sunday we got East Carolina and Charlotte. So that's my weekend.
All right. Enjoy the Chicos. Thanks for joining us, Morgan. We'll talk to you next week, man.
You guys have a great weekend.
There is DJ Captain Morgan Ahlers joining us. Turns out, Jarrett, we will hear your interview with JD.
Okay. What, no AHarp?
Do you see him?
No.
Hey, big head. I don't think he's here. Let's take a break. We'll come back when we return. JD
Davis.
I don't know if it's because I'm getting old. It's probably that. But, like, JD Davis is going to join us, our new offensive, and he's talking North Texas, and he's going to be talking about Jordan Davis.
Mm-hmm. Jordan Davis.
JD Davis is going to be talking about Jordan Davis, who replaced JDB.
Yes.
John David Baker.
Uh-huh. Now we had J.D. Lampley.
It's just a bunch of white people with the same name.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the world is.
This is America.
We will.
Love it or leave it.
But a lot of North Texas ECU crossover this offseason.
Yeah, we got 4 of their guys. They got 3 of our guys.
Crazy. J-Bone and JD after this.
Warm up with our winter savings at the Beaufort Hotel. Plan your winter escape and save up to 20% off. The premier vacation destination on the Crystal Coast is nestled on 10 acres and overlooks the Rachel Carson Reserve, home to 30 wild horses. Discover why Beaufort was named the best small town for adventure by USA Today when you stay at the Beaufort Hotel, where your Outer Banks adventure begins. Visit BeaufortHotelNC.com or call 252-728-3000.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Greenville Motor Company celebrating 40 years serving the automotive needs of Greenville and Eastern Carolina. Here is Greenville Motor Company's Brian Cook.
Our factory-trained service professionals with years of experience are here to work on all makes and models of your vehicles, and we want to service your vehicles for life. We have comprehensive vehicle maintenance, oil changes, brake service, tire rotations, and much more.
Greenville Motor Company, locally owned by the Cook family, right across from Greenville Nissan at 1000 Southwest Greenville Boulevard. Go to driveherenow.com. Driven by service, powered by trust. Greenville Motor Company.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or AA.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at AA.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
Celebrate Mardi Gras now through February 15th at Basil's on Fire Tower Road in Greenville. Basil's new specialty menu is full of great New Orleans flavor like Cajun fried shrimp po' boys, jambalaya, pizza muffaletta, and fried cheesecake. Come by today and every day until February 15th for Mardi Gras food and fun at Basil's. And if you want to order off the regular menu too, that is always available for lunch and dinner. Eat local, drink local at Basil's, your community restaurant and pizzeria on Fire Tower Road in Greenville. Basil's. Pirates supporting pirates.
The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
Miss Shirley, play my dad's commercial now.
Okay, Lincoln, you got it.
Looking for the best ride on four wheels? I'm Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts in Greenville. From parts to sales to service, we've got you covered with E-Z-Go, Club Car, and rugged utility carts ready to roll. Locally owned and operated, we'll even deliver right to you. Come see me on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School, or visit 360golfcarts.com.
360 Golf Carts, pirates supporting pirates. Arr!
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children.
Hey everybody, this is Parker Bird. Visit our friends at Children's Health Services on Arlington Boulevard on 10th Street and at childrenshealthservices.org. Go Pirates.
Hi, this is Morgan Ahlers, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. Tiebreakers is open every day at 11 a.m. and is the best place to watch your favorite sports while enjoying the best wings in town. Sandwiches, appetizers, cold beer, and more. Follow Tiebreakers on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates. Tiebreakers with 2 locations in Greenville at Bell's Fork and Greenville Boulevard and 1 in Winterville on Railroad Street. Now let's take it back in. Here's Clip.
All right, the Jackman. We got Avery. We got Zach. Shirley Rhodes, Jarrett Watkins, and Jarrett had a guest inside the Bone Zone, went one-on-one with a North Texas fella. Tell us about it, Jarrett.
He is the founder, co-editor, writer for the North Texas Eagle. They cover a lot of stuff. G5 just football in general, a little bit of basketball as well, college-wise, North Texas mainly. And I wanted to get up with him, talk about what ECU's getting in transfers, Ashton Gray, Landon Sides, and as well as new offensive coordinator Jordan Davis, see what North Texas is bringing in on the other side of things as well. So here's my conversation with JD Davis.
Joining us today on Pirate Radio Live from the North Texas Eagle, it's JD Davis. JD, how you doing, man?
Good, man. Thanks for having me on. Excited to talk some football.
Yes, sir. I want to go ahead and get started with just the season as a whole this past year. I figured North Texas would be good, but if you told me they'd be in contention for the playoffs, if you told me they'd be the number one offense in the country, that would be surprising. Were you surprised by how successful this team was?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it definitely exceeded expectations. And I'm usually pretty optimistic, but it was like a perfect storm of bringing Skylar Cassidy in, the new defensive coordinator. He brought a bunch of talent with him from a very good Sam Houston State team. And then on the offensive side of the ball, a bunch of young future superstars kind of all clicked at the same time. So, they did have a favorable schedule, but still, I think it was arguably probably the best North Texas team possibly ever. I mean, there was a lot of talent and they definitely, like I said, exceeded expectations from what I had for sure.
Yeah, and when you have such a successful season, East Carolina is seeing this well. You see those symptoms of success. You lose a lot of players. Eric Morris and Drew Mestemaker going to Oklahoma State. What is Oklahoma State getting in those guys?
Future superstars, I feel like. I mean, I think Mestemaker and Hawkins at one point, I think it was the Navy game, I was in the end zone and I took a picture of them. Drew was about to snap the ball, and I'm like, those are two guys that are going to play on Sunday. I really believe it. I mean, just watching them and the talent they've got and the type of kids they are, I think they will be superstars. Now, I don't know how their game's going to translate to the Big 12 next year, but I think by the time it's all said and done, I think they're going to have very solid careers. Now, like I said, I think both of them will be playing on Sunday with Drew and Caleb both.
Yeah, and Oklahoma State in a bit of a hole these last two seasons. I don't even think they won a conference game. How long do you think it'll take Eric Morris to turn that thing around?
When he came to North Texas, it was a 3-year turnaround. And, I mean, he took over a team that went to the conference championship in Conference USA the year before. But I don't think it'll be next year, but I think with the amount of talent that they took from North Texas, I mean, took virtually the whole staff. I think ended up taking 25, 30 players. I think it's going to speed up the process. I think I was an Oklahoma State fan. I think 6-7 wins next year would probably be where I see it at. But then the next year, I think they should be, battling for a conference title in the Big 12. They may exceed expectations again. They did this year, but I don't know how all that talent translates in 1 year because I've just been kind of viewing it a little bit. Obviously, North Texas had a ton of turnover, so I haven't been able to keep track of Oklahoma State as close as I want. But it looks like Oklahoma State, they were not a very good team, but they lost a lot of the good players they did have. So it's a completely rebuild up there as well as what we're going through at North Texas.
Yeah, I like the graphic you put out with the 3-for-3, the trade between North Texas and East Carolina. North Texas getting Matt Maddox, offensive line coach. Let's see, Chaston Ditta and Justin Benton. Chaston Ditta was weird for me, not to see him transfer, but to see him go to North Texas because I figured he could stay here, kind of compete for that starting job. But then, he's a North Texas kid. So what do you think his role will be? You think he's probably going to be a backup, or do you think he has a chance to start at quarterback for North Texas?
I mean, I think it will be a 3-quarterback battle. Chris Jimerson's coming back. That's a guy that I was surprised that they didn't try to take Oklahoma State. He's a talented guy. I think that if it wasn't for them taking Drew and him seeing, kind of what the next 2 years there, I think he's going to get a clear shot to win it. I know that I think Neil Brown's pretty high on him. I mean, he was one of the key pieces that North Texas, worked really hard to retain. But then, Taven Jackson coming from UCF, I mean, he was a guy that started in the Big 12 last year. If I was a betting man, I would think that he's probably, got a leg up just by the amount of games he's played. A little inconsistent last year, several interceptions, but I think coming down a level, I think will really benefit him. But then, I think since it's a completely new staff, I think Ditto's going to get, equal opportunities as the other two guys. I think it will be a legit, three-person battle, and I'm guessing, maybe being a little homesick was part of the reason he came to North Texas, but the staff being up front that, hey, this is a completely new team. Everybody's starting off with a clean slate. You got just as good a shot as everybody. And I mean, he played great in the bowl game, so that's it'll be interesting to see this spring how it all plays out.
Yeah, and North Texas brings in Neil Brown, former ECU long snapper Alex Harper. He's diehard West Virginia fan. We have him on the show every Friday, and he says that is the worst hire made in college football this season. He hates Neil Brown, but obviously Neil Brown has had success prior to West Virginia. What do you think about the hire?
I was actually on one of the Locked On Mountaineer podcasts. He was covering Oklahoma State, so I jumped on to help when they were taking all the North Texas guys. And I've learned with the West Virginia fans, they either love Neil Brown or they hate him. There's no in between. Like either he's the worst coach ever or he's the greatest guy ever. And North Texas, just hit a home run. And I didn't follow the West Virginia Neil Brown that much. My last recollection of him was the New Orleans Bowl, when probably besides this last year's team was the second best North Texas team of all time. And Neil Brown's Troy team beat them by, I think, 20 points. And it wasn't even that close. I mean, they just manhandled them. So that was my last recollection of Neil. So I'm really hoping that North Texas gets the Troy version. I think it was 3 10-win seasons, a couple conference championships. But, talking to people, some more of the optimistic West Virginia fans, I mean, I think he had a lot of things playing against him there. I think West Virginia is probably one of the harder jobs in the Big 12.
Yeah.
He got there kind of start of NIL, and I don't think that West Virginia really hit the ground running. So I'm excited to kind of see what the future holds. Everything I've heard so far from recruits to past players for him has been, highly positive. He seems like a great guy. So I think he'll be easy to cheer for, but he definitely got his work cut out. Like I said, virtually the whole staff's gone. Virtually the whole roster's gone. So, I mean, it's a completely clean slate. So I think they've done really good in the portal. He's made some good hires, but I think if North Texas fans are expecting to be back to 11, 12 wins next year, I think that's not really realistic expectations at this point.
Yeah, and in the American, you're going to see a lot of your impact players, your best players get poached. We've seen, I think, 8 or 9 guys go to power conference schools so far in the portal. How has North Texas done getting players in?
Really good. I mean, I think the donors and the school has really stepped up. I think after this season, North Texas really saw kind of, what could be here at North Texas. So I think we're working with either double, maybe nearly triple of what we had in NIL. But Neil, one of the downsides I thought when they hired him was, you see these guys kind of like Eric Morris, you hire a coach that's on a team, he brings his staff, he brings his roster with him, and, it's a quick fix. That was the one kind of downside was Neil was at Texas last year. So I knew he wasn't going to be able to bring the whole Texas staff over and wasn't going to bring, an influx of Texas kids. So I thought it kind of put North Texas behind the 8 ball, but the staff he put together, like we said, Matt Maddox from ECU, got Mike Blush, who was at California, hired a Texas State coach, a UTSA coach, really threw out a wide net. So I think that's really helped them, ramp up this rebuild because, you had a staff that had eyes all over the country and saw a lot of football last year, was at a lot of practices. And I really think they've done a good job. I mean, I've been surprised with some of the hires. I think the offensive line, last year's offensive line was probably one of the better offensive lines in North Texas history. But, the pieces they've added, I don't know how they'll come together. But on paper, it looks like that could be improved room. The defense added some key pieces in the secondary. I mean, they've added a lot of guys that's, had, Big 12 playing time or Power 4 playing time. So it's exciting. Like I said, on paper, there's still some positions that, have a lot of, holes, but I think they've added 41 guys and I think it's been about 10 days. So it's been a pretty fast rebuild, reload, whatever you want to call it. It's been fun to track and try to keep up with, but I've been doing a lot of refreshing on Twitter the last 2 weeks. I'm kind of ready for this spring semester to start and be able to take a break and get ready for spring football.
Absolutely. J.D. Davis joining us. I want to transition over to the East Carolina side and what we're getting from North Texas. We'll start with offensive coordinator Jordan Davis. What kind of coach are the Pirates getting in him?
A great guy. I think he was ready to kind of branch out and get it, kind of start his own coaching trajectory. I know he was with Eric a lot of years. Eric's obviously one of the best offensive minds in the country. I don't know how much he called plays last year. I figure it's more than just a bowl game. I know the bowl game was all him, but some of the blowouts last year, I'm sure he called some plays along the way. But I would say that the thing that I'm most sad to seeing him leave, the thing that makes me the most sad is, like I said, we weren't top of the food chain as far as NIL, but this staff between him and Juan Soto, they did such a good job of evaluating. That the whole staff did, evaluating guys, finding guys under the radar. And, last year our two leading receivers were Wyatt Young. He was a high school quarterback, and Cameron Dorner, who came from, I think, Division III Shepherd, school I'd never even heard of. And, both of them, almost eclipsed 1,000 yards and 18 touchdowns between them. So I think that's I figure East Carolina probably got a little more NIL to work with. So being able to see what he did with, towards the lower of the conference to go to East Carolina, I think that should be exciting for Pirates fans. I think that that's that. And I would say the biggest accomplishment for him, in that wide receiver room is they were at North Texas for 3 years and they had 3 different leading receivers. Obviously, they had 3 different leading passers and rushers as well, but they were, we lost our top receiver every year in the portal, and they were able to go out and replace them, and the production actually got better each year. So I think that's a testimony to their evaluation skills and also development.
I want to move to Ashton Gray now. He had a big bowl game, 152 yards, 2 touchdowns. He wasn't the primary back at North Texas, but what have you seen from him this season? What kind of player is he?
Yeah, that's kind of going back to that evaluation thing. He was actually at a smaller school in Arkansas and played a lot of quarterback in high school, and moved him to running back, Patrick Cobbs. And I would say he's probably one of the guys that North Texas fans hated to lose the most, because he was kind of one of those fringe guys, like, can we keep him? And seeing him go to a conference, conference mate, conference rival, whatever you want to call it, it stings for North Texas fans. But I think he's a young guy that's got a lot of talent. I think that running back room was deep this year. Obviously, Caleb Hawkins, probably one of the best running backs in the country.
Yeah.
But he slowly, from week 1, I think he started off probably 4th, 5th on the depth chart to, you saw in the bowl game, he was the primary backup. So I think super young kid, so only getting better. And like I said, still young in his running back career. Like, there was a lot of, quarterback, I think, was his primary position actually in high school. So a lot of growth still there. So I think he's the Pirates got a good one, and I don't see why he doesn't, have an exceptional career moving forward.
Yeah. Lastly, Landon Sides, Chandler Honeycutt, one of our salespeople here. I think Landon Sides is his favorite guy coming out of the portal. What has he done for North Texas this last season?
Yeah, Ashton Gray hurt North Texas fans, but I'll say probably Landon Sides hurts the most, because he was actually Eric's first commit when he got the job. Only had one offer, out of high school, Incarnate Word, but he grew up 2 minutes from Dacu Stadium in Denton. He was a Denton guy, and really, we hate to see Ashton Gray, but I thought if I would have put money at the end of the season, I figured, Landon Sides would be the top returning receiver just because of those Denton roots. But you don't blame the kid. He's been in Denton, his whole life, his last year of college, going out and venturing out a little bit and getting out of the state of Texas, getting out of Denton, but super fast, electric wide receiver. And since he knows the system, he's been in it, his whole college career. I can, he stays healthy. I could easily see him, leading the team. In receptions and in possibly yards. That was a stacked receiving room this year. Ended up 4th on the team. I think it was 34 receptions, almost 450 yards. But super fast kid. If he gets the ball and gets in open space, he's really hard to catch. So I think, like I said, knowing the system and being able to come there, I think he should hit the ground running and could be a a key part for y'all's offense next season.
Very nice. JD Davis joining us. Before we let you go, the Pirates and the Mean Green will meet on the hardwood at some point this season. How is North Texas done basketball-wise?
Basketball's been a little rough. North Texas had a pretty good run there with, Grant McCaslin and Ross Hodge, both those guys in the Big 12 now. Coach Robinson, I think, will have a bright future. They lost their star player, I think, 30 or 4 games in the season. So, it's been a rough go. It seems like they've played, the good teams close, and they've played, bad teams. They played their worst basketball, but kind of starting to see, glimpses of them turning around. So I don't think they'll be, battling for a conference championship in the tournament this year, but I do think that, year one, it's been a rough go, but I think they're still a decent basketball team. They struggle rebounding, struggle shooting, and when you struggle with those two things, it makes for an ugly brand of basketball. But they play really good defense, so that's kept them in some games that they shouldn't have been in. But at the same time, there's been some games that they lose by 2 or 3 points and they miss 15 free throws. So it's been a tough watch so far. But like I said, I think Coach Robinson had a lot of success at Cleveland State. Made a good run in the NIT before he came to North Texas. So I think he'll get it turned around. I really do. But I don't. I think their streak of 18, 19 wins, whatever that is, I don't know if they'll eclipse that this year, but hopefully we'll get back there next year.
Yeah. All right, JD, thanks for your time, man. Before you go, let the people know where they can find your work.
Yes, I'm on Twitter at North Texas Eagle. We've got the North Texas Eagle Patreon. A lot of free content on there. We do podcasts. We've got stories. Keep up with recruiting. Try to keep up with all the American Conference, what's going on. But yeah, it's pretty much, if you like Group of 5 football, we do a little bit of basketball, but it seems like football's turning into such a year-round thing now with the portal and coaching changes and everything else that we try to venture into basketball, but football does take up most of our time. So if you're a fan of Group of 5 football, definitely check it out.
All right, JD, thank you, man. We'll get up with you down the road.
Thanks, man.
All right, good interview, J-Bone. The questions, the answers, the chemistry. Chef's kiss.
Yes, thank you to JD Davis. Very, very grateful. Quick to reach out. Quick to get back with me, man.
Good to hear. Good to hear. We'll take a break, come back. We'll check in with Brandon Golden, let you know what's coming up on the next Brandon Golden Show, and a couple of baseball topics to hit, plus a little FOMO. Do you have fear of missing out of our great interviews on Pirate Radio? Shirley Rhodes has you covered. She has compiled a list of cuts from our guests this week. We'll get to that. More to go. Pirate Radio Live after this.
We all have seniors in our life who may need a little extra help with technology. University PC Care's Quick Helps are affordable, in-store, short appointments designed for seniors who may need a little TLC to help with setting up a new computer, help with email or passwords, or help with the latest online scam. They don't need to fear technology anymore. Call 252-558-1280 to schedule an in-store Quick Helps appointment for Greenville or New Bern. Learn more at universitypccare.com.
Avast Pirates, it's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. 2026 has set sail and a new year means new gear. Take advantage of our end-of-year markdowns. You'll find major deals all throughout the store through the month of January. And don't forget, January means out with the old and in with the new. Loyal and bold, we'll buy your guns and gold. Start your year smart by trading treasures with us. Shop online or stop by Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Jeff Stein here at Brown & Wood Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Brown & Wood's award-winning service department is open Monday through Friday. And don't forget, we have free pickup and drop-off. Every customer, when you come in for service, heavy repair, maintenance, it doesn't matter. You get a free car wash, dry, and vacuum. We've also got Tom Brown's favorite tagline, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Looking for your new go-to spot? Check out Fish Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room in downtown Greenville. Open Tuesday through Thursday 11 to 9, Friday and Saturday 11 to 11, and Sunday 11 to 5. Single on Tuesdays at 7, Wings and Trivia Wednesdays at 7, Outlaw Open Mic Thursdays 7 to 9 hosted by Lonnie Britton, and live music Fridays and Saturdays from 8 to 11. The Yappy Hours Thursday to Saturday 4 to 7, 25% off all appetizers. Check socials and website for all information at Fish Street Hardware.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Dixon Williams, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear hit a home run for me when I needed my custom shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. Go Pirates.
A pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
May I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time. Pizza deserves Pepsi.
Miss, your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
This is ECU head baseball coach Cliff Godwin, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. Where do you find the best selection of pre-owned vehicles in Eastern North Carolina? DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com is fully stocked with an excellent selection of SUVs, cars, and trucks. Whether you are looking to upgrade or to get a vehicle for a new driver, get shopping today at DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com, supporting the Pirates for over 48 years. Now let's take it back in. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live, hour number 3.
Can we get a third player?
If we have time, we gotta talk about this segment we're watching on TV. But right now, we head out to the Turner Home Team live line. If you're looking to sell your house fast without making repairs, the Turner Home Team is the team for you, a local home buying company. They buy houses as is. Justin and his team can provide you with a fast cash offer for your house today. Give them a call, 525-4780. Brandon Golden joining us, host of the Brandon Golden Show. How you doing, sir?
I'm good. How you guys doing?
Doing good, man.
Doing great.
Got a couple of baseball nuggets that we haven't hit on. So we know at this point the Dodgers get all the players, Brandon, and they add Kyle Tucker to the mix. The Cubs getting Alex Bregman, and I didn't see the Bichette news.
Bo Bichette to the Mets.
Man.
That's a 3-year deal.
Love it, because every time the Mets make big offseason moves, they stink. I was a little worried that they were being too quiet this offseason, but I'm glad they made the splash move so all their fans can freak out and they can once again not do anything about it once the season starts. But any reaction to those three big names, Brandon, going to 3 big teams in the National League?
Yeah, I mean, obviously being, a former employee of the Dodgers, super fired up for them to get Tucker and, everything they're going to be doing there. And Bregman's a stud, and Bo Bichette is no slouch himself either. So obviously 3 superstars coming off the board. It's a pretty big time move for those front offices.
I had and I don't know Zach's level of interest, intern Zach's level of interest in baseball, but before the show he said, is baseball dead? And I think he's referring to, I guess, the Dodgers signing.
Got to be the Dodgers.
And my thought is, I mean, everything's within the rules. Any team could do this. If you want to win, go out and do all you got to do to try to win. And so that's kind of my answer to that. But how do you feel about it? Should it be more like the NFL, or do you like the way it's structured, Brandon?
Yeah, I mean, again, obviously my answer, my response is probably a little bit biased, being a former Dodger coach in the minor leagues. But I mean, yeah, that's my take on it. Is those are within the rules, and the rules are meant to be followed, I guess, and weaved around. And it's no different than NIL and college athletics, and being able to go out there and get the best player. Somebody at our facility the other day had the same thing. It's like, the Dodgers get all the best players. They just buy winning teams. And I'm like, well, isn't that what professional sports are supposed to do? Are they not supposed to pay their players so they can go win championships? Like, that's how it works. They also develop players. And if you look at the trade where they got Turner and Scherzer, they developed a crap ton of minor league guys, got them up to the big leagues and traded them. And, yeah, that worked out pretty well as well. So it's not just buying players. They develop the absolute crap out of them, and they get them in certain positions so they can go do this. But in this situation, they're able to go sign him and kind of defer some money.
Yeah, and Dodgers fans and Dodgers employees and former employees will know that they went on quite a World Series drought, and it took them a while to get back to the top. And as a Braves fan, I like there being kind of a villain, and by that I mean just they feel like the big bad Dodgers, to the point, Brandon, when the Braves beat the Dodgers in the NLCS in 21. I celebrated that way more than I celebrated the World Series over the Astros, because I felt like the Dodgers were the big boss at the end of the video game or whatever. So, trying to compete with them and beat them, hopefully it makes other teams better around them. So I think it's fun.
Yeah, man, I agree.
Yeah. Brandon Golden joining us on the Turner Home Team live line. Brandon Golden Show, another edition coming up, dropping on Monday. Nick Shedd going to be the guest. Brandon, tell us about Nick.
Yeah, Nick's awesome. I'm just starting to get to know him. He's the director of strength and conditioning for the Red Sox up in Boston. We were on a panel together recently at the Wake Forest Player Development Seminar. I think the last time I talked to you, Clip. We were on a panel the following day, and he's an unbelievable person. He's really good at what he does, really smart, and he's just going to talk a little bit about like what development looks like. So for all the kids in Eastern North Carolina and folks that are in our listening area that want to play at the highest level, that want to continue to develop through high school and college and professional baseball, like just listen to what he says and how simplistic it can be, and also all the work that it takes to be as athletic as you can be at the highest level.
Brandon, you have had a guest on the Brandon Golden Show who I hated. And I mean that as a sports hate, not a real life hate.
You got it.
And I don't even remember why. I know I've never liked the Cardinals, and I know this guy coached the Cardinals and must have beat the Braves in the playoffs a couple times, but I was not a Mike Schilt fan. And then he comes to Greenville and speaks at the hot stove, and everybody talks about what a great guy he is. And Mike Mullis is like, yeah, he's a great dude. And then he's on the Brandon Golden Show. And it's just another example of you hate a guy in sports and you have no real reason for it. Then you realize he's a good dude. So I wanted to share that with you, because I think everybody has an example of that where we don't like a guy. And again, it's not personal. It's a sports hate or a sports love. But Mike Schilt was in that category for me.
I could see that. And then you ask the question, that happens all the time, like, Duke, Carolina, State, East Carolina, all that stuff. And then you ask the question, it's like, well, why do you hate him? It's like, well, because I just do.
He wore that color, that jersey that I didn't like.
Right, exactly.
Shame on him.
I mean, he's outstanding. Lives in Eastern North Carolina, and he's going to be doing pretty awesome things with his new position, man. He just, he's really gracious with his time and just the way he talks to people, and it doesn't really matter, what level they're at as far as baseball or life or status goes. He's just a really good human being and was gracious enough to spend a little bit of time with us.
Well, Brandon, Mike Schilt episode now available. Well, it has been available on Pirate Radio TV on YouTube. Ricky Meinhold was a great episode as well. I'm excited for people to hear the episode with Nick Shedd. Like I said last week, man, you've really hit the ground running here, and I'm excited for what's to come.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, man. It's been great.
Brandon, appreciate you joining us. Have a great weekend, man, and we'll check in with you next week.
Absolutely. Y'all do the same. Talk to you later.
All right, Brandon Golden, host of the Brandon Golden Show, joining us here on Pirate Radio Live. We'll take a break, come back, wrap it up, and if you missed out this week, have no fear. Our FOMO segment coming up with some clips of guests from earlier this week. Back with you after this.
Fat Wraps have officially returned to Wings Over Greenville for a limited time only. And to celebrate, Wings Over is giving fans an exclusive deal starting now through February 1st. Use promo code FATWRAP25 to get 25% off your first Fat Wrap. Make sure to download the Wings Over app and join the Frequent Flyer Club, where you can earn points, unlock exclusive deals, and redeem for free food. And if you're a first-time user, get free tenders just for signing up. Download the Wings Over app today or order now at wingsover.com. Wings Over, they deliver.
You would do anything to keep your family safe. Don't leave safety to chance with national companies or do-it-yourself systems. Hi, this is Mike Robertson, the owner of SCI Technologies. We have recently merged with High-Tech Communications to become North Carolina's premier security, audio, and fire alarm provider. The most cost-effective solutions for your home or business security and life safety needs. SCI Technologies, 252-321-7006. That's 321-7006.
Enjoy the warm air circulating moments after you turn up the heat. Precise control of cooking temperatures. Enough hot water on demand for everyone's shower. The instant glow of warmth when you turn on your fireplace or fire pit. Never having to change a gas tank on your outdoor grill. Experience the affordable luxury of natural gas. Find out more at GUC.com.
Doug Henry of Greenville is your premier used car dealership with over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily to take care of all your needs. Doug Henry offers the best selection of used cars around, and it's easy to find right on the corner of Greenwood Boulevard and Memorial Drive. You can also find them at DougHenryofGreenville.com. Right on the corner and always right on the price. Doug Henry of Greenville.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates.
A pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
May I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time. Pizza deserves Pepsi.
Miss, your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level, and the stakes, oh, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
This is Zach Agnos, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. A look at the stock market for the day today. It was a rough one. The Dow was down 83 points and closed at $49,359. The NASDAQ was down 14 points and closed at $23,515. And the S&P was down 4.46 points and closed at $6,940. That is a look at your Wells Fargo Advisors financial report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now let's take it back in. Hey, here's Cliff.
I wouldn't say that was a rough day. They didn't even combine for 100.
I was just going quick.
What clip should we hit?
Let's see. We haven't any of this. I mentioned the Ricky Meinhold episode of the Brandon Golden Show. Great stuff on Trey Savage. So let's hear Ricky Meinhold on the thought process going into the decision to draft Trey Savage.
Jackson's looking at me terrified. Has no clue what we're even doing here right now.
Glad that everybody is filled in. Okay, well, we won't play it. Let's talk
Wait a minute.
When he goes into the draft room, fortunate of being a part of that in Toronto, the name came up, and obviously we were stoked, unbelievably stoked. And Shane Farrell was our scouting director at the time. He's now the farm director with the Detroit Tigers. Kudos to him for making the selection. But he went back and forth. We thought he was going to get drafted in the top 10 picks. Unbelievable. Everybody saw what we saw, uniqueness, power, demeanor, competitiveness. Collapsed lung, came back from collapsed lung and just shoved all these storylines. And we're like, what's going on here? Well, there was some people nervous about certain things that maybe we weren't as nervous about. We were probably nervous to a point, but we understood, and we understood where he was at. And so I'll never forget it when they looked over with Frank Herman's our pitching acquisitions guy that kind of is paired with our player development group. So we kind of have the obviously same verbiage, same thought process kind of deal of what we're trying to acquire. I remember Frank saying what he had to say, and I'm right behind him being we need this guy. This guy's unique. He's got power. I mean, he's gonna be a guy that we can count on. Worst case scenario, he's X. Best case scenario, he's Y. Let's go for this, right?
That is Ricky Meinhold. Talking about Trey Savage.
Yeah, like I said, full episode on Pirate Radio TV on YouTube. Another episode of the Brandon Golden Show coming out Monday. Boston Red Sox strength and conditioning coordinator, Nick, get off the shed.
Get off the shed. Also, if you haven't seen our Marlon Gunn video,
it's great.
You might chuckle.
Great idea,
chuckle. Stop. And Marlon was a good sport and a good actor.
Yeah.
He's got the chops.
Give him the Oscar.
So check that out on our social media sites. All right. For the Jackman. For Avery. For Zach. For Jared Watkins. For Shirley Rhodes. I'm Clip Brock. We'll see you Monday, 3 o'clock. All new edition of Pirate Radio Live. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Homeowners can face many challenges throughout this season, but our newest New Blue